on the corner of the screen. Hello, everyone. How are you? It's a warm welcome. You know what? I'll take that. Sorry if you can hear my crinkle ASMR. We're doing something a little bit different today. So, as people may or may not know, depending on how long you've been with the channel, I love Silent Hill. Silent Hill means a lot to me as a series. Specifically the first two games, with a lot of like warm feelings towards the third game as well. So when Silent Hill Ascension came out, I actually streamed my reaction to, I think, the first two episodes. We booted up the stream for the very first time, and I was not happy. I was not happy, not for a lot of reasons that had to do with the story, because it was too early to say whether or not the story was going in a good direction or not, at least in my personal opinion, but because of the way that the studio who run Silent Hill Ascension kind of handled it. So for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to name the studio, not out of like any respectful reason or whatever, but quite frankly, just because I forgot the name of the studio and I can't be bothered looking it up. But the studio who did Silent Hill Ascension made their own separate app on the App Store that you had to download. The app was, in my personal experience, broken upon release. I had a lot of difficulty getting it working and logging in, and our stream was very late because of that. And then they revealed that it had a battle pass and a bunch of mini games and like I think at least 3 different ways you could pour real money into the streams, which, yikes. So that there was a lot wrong with Silent Hill Ascension. It was very much not a Silent Hill game, if that makes sense. But I gave up on it a little too soon. I ended up not streaming Silent Hill Ascensions again for a really long time later. And then eventually we decided to check up on it, see how it was. The app was still running. People were still putting money into it, yada, yada, yada. A little while ago, without warning, the app for Silent Hill Ascension completely went down. Removed from the App Store, doesn't work anymore, all that stuff. And they took all of the episodes of Ascension with them. There was a short period of time where Silent Hill Ascension was basically lost media, and a lot of people were really, really upset because there were a lot of people who chose to put real-life money into Silent Hill Ascension, and now they have literally nothing to show for it. All the money they put in was down the drain, with nothing to show, not even recordings of the old episodes. As you can see on the screen, we have the episodes. It's a really jank setup. I've set up my stream so that you guys can watch it in kind of like quote-unquote full screen. But on like the base website that we're using, it is not full screen. There is no full screen option, which means that I have to watch it in a really weird and jank way, and I hope the way that I've set it up on the stream means that you guys won't have that issue. Real quick, before we continue, I gotta make sure that I put the notification in the Discord server. There we go. So, what we're gonna do tonight, and this is going to be, like, this is not gonna be a one and done, unfortunately. As I was scrolling through, I've seen that in total, it's like, if we round this up, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Like, it racks up. We are not getting through all of Silent Hill Ascension tonight. Which I honestly thought it would be a one and done. No. But we're going to watch through all of these episodes. We're going to... Hi, Skinner. How you doing? We're going to, ignore the fact that this game originally had a battle pass and heavily encouraged people to put real money into it. We're going to ignore all of that. We are solely going to look at the narrative structure of this story. I have my sketchbook. I have a notebook because I'm going to be taking notes on the tomfuckery that is happening in Silent Hill Ascension. I have my tea. I have a box of cinnamon roll flavored Oreos. And we are going to try and be unbiased while watching this. Will there be a test? No. The reason why I'm taking notes is because I remember having such strong feelings about Silent Hill Ascension that I wanted to, one, write down my notes to recap the story in case, like, this becomes lost media again at some point, but two, to just see if maybe, with my experience being an author, if I could rewrite and finesse the story into being something a little bit more salvageable. That's why I'm taking notes. Y'all don't have to take notes with me. This is just my own personal thing. I've wanted to rewrite projects for a long time, and Silent Hill is the perfect contender. That being said, a little bit of context that you need to keep in mind. This was a choose your own adventure Silent Hill that basically the entire community got to vote on the outcome for certain choices. So some of the story beats that really miss are, I will say, not necessarily at fault, but are due to the writers who wrote this story. And other story beats that don't really line up have to do with decisions that the community as a whole made. And because the app is lost media now, and because we don't have those like polls on who voted for what, I have no way of knowing which story beats come from the community and which story beats come from the writer's room. So I'm going to be treating it all the same. That being said, I feel like I've given all the context that I need to give. I'm really, really quickly just going to get my water bottle because I got my tea, but I didn't get my water for some reason. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. So this is going to be your chance. Go grab a snack, grab some tea if you want. You can have a tea party with me. I will be 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I've got my water, my aircon is on, I've also got the aircon remote. I'm just making mental notes of if I've got everything, because once I sit down, I really don't want to have to get back up. Alright, and with that, I think we're going to be ready. So these are long episodes. Bear in mind, these are very long episodes. So I'm probably going to be pausing a lot to have my own commentary. I might be taking notes. There might be long stretches of time where I don't say anything, but our first episode is almost an hour long. So I guess let's just get into it. Chapter 1, A Miss. Let me know if you guys have issues with it being full screen. I cannot make it full screen on my other monitor. I'm literally just working with what the website has given me. I'm also covering the QR code because it no longer works. Okay, I think I do vaguely remember something like this happening.
Will it hurt? Yes. But this is how we become free, Joy. Truly free.
Also, let me know if it's echoing in the microphone. It looks like it might be. But also, if I turn it down too low, then I won't be able to hear it. Let's see what we can do about that.
from all the ugliness inside us.
Alright, that seems
That's
better.
why you came to us. To me. Okay. I'm ready, Rachel. Good. Now say the words. I'll do it with you. I am blighted. My words are woe. My deeds are rot. But I am not lost. By hallowed blade, I draw out my affliction, and I am made pure. I know it hurts, but you're doing really well, Joy. Now I need your other arm, the wrist.
Okay, so we've already got a cult. I don't know if this is related to
You
the
didn't
cult
respond
in
to our
the
other
original
therapies.
games. But
This
we'll
is
see.
the only way.
Rachel, I appreciate everything the Foundation, what you've done for me, but I can't.
You have to stay and finish the oath. I know you're scared, but
Rachel, let go of me.
you can't keep running from this. The blight has to be cut out or it spreads.
Rachel, let go.
Okay, so the
This
blight
isn't just
is
about
some
you.
sort of infection, I
You
think.
have to finish the
Get the
oath.
hell away from me! Rachel?
What did you do, Joy?
I didn't... What did you do? Please, make it stop. I'll do anything.
Great Purifier, grant us your protection and hold us in your loving embrace.
Please, make it stop, make it stop!
Joy, you need to listen to me.
Joy, finish the oath. Now!
I do remember this being the very first decision that the community got to make. You got to choose whether she finished the ritual or ran. And I don't remember what they chose.
Was working. Yeah, it's for what? Medicine that doesn't work. Useless delete. Mama, quiet. Orson is downstairs.
Okay, and then we also know that there's a being that likes to, I don't know, it's seen too many tentacle hentais. Sorry, I am taking notes throughout the whole thing.
No luck today, little one. I think wolves scared away all the rabbits.
Mama, he can hear you. So what if you can hear me? He's a useless little shit. Sitting around.
They're too loud!
You should go play in the yard. You don't need to hear all this.
Get out!
Come on, Orson. Time to go.
You're not staying for dinner?
Was the girl who
She can say
died,
what she
was
likes
that
about me,
Joy
but she
or
needs to
Rachel?
leave
I
my
wasn't paying
son
attention. I
out
think it
of
was
it.
Joy.
Stay. She gets cranky this time of day. She just needs her medicine.
You're always defending her.
And I don't
I'm
remember
all
where
she
this takes
has.
place. I think this is just a Slavic
She's sick
family.
and scared. That's all.
You'll have to start standing up to her sometime, Papa. You can't keep...
Are you back? Get up here, now!
Okay, so I remember the mother
Well, go
being
on.
bedbound.
She's waiting.
Rocky terms with
Ingrid?
daughter.
Ingrid? Then
Carl! Something's wrong.
nothing's wrong. You're just having another bad night.
And the dad is spineless.
I can't
Lie
breathe.
back. I'll bring you water.
Okay. Rocky terms in this
Who's
family.
calling? Mette? Oh, that fitter.
No, it's not Mette. It's Astrid.
Lies. I see everything. How she looks at you. You're both waiting for the sickness to take me.
Hi, Astrid.
Okay, so it's heavily implied that the father's having some sort of, like, could be having an affair with
She's
someone
quite
else.
tired.
Should I come by again?
I've got it handled.
Handled. You've never had anything handled. I did everything for this family. I worked, I cooked and cleaned. And what did I get for it? Drit. Ungrateful children, a useless husband, and this damn... I'll be gone, and you'll do what you always done. Hide. You will lie to our daughters.
Okay, she's
Tell them
very
it wasn't your
vindictive and
fault.
angry, but
they'll
that could
see
just be her
through you.
sickness talking.
They'll see their father for what he is. A useless, filthy little coward. You'll tell them you loved me. Maybe
Honestly,
they'll
I
believe
think
you.
the
But then
episodes
they'll
look
find
better
out.
on my monitor
They'll
than they
learn
do
it
on
was
my
all a
TV.
lie. You loved her. Always her. But she'll never love you back. No. Who would ever love a yavel such as you? Only me. And look at what I get. This is your fault, Carl. It's your fault.
Wolves again.
Okay.
I'll need to take
So
care of
I'm
it.
I'm really curious
Go
if
handle
the
it. Go and hide, you coward.
Okay, well that answers my question. I was just curious if the wife is actually saying that stuff to her husband or if her husband is just kind of thinking it.
Orson?
Okay. I believe this was the first, like, in-game interaction that wasn't a decision. Like, because there were moments where the community had to actually play the game, but they weren't very often. Okay, so the wife is being attacked. And the father sees these creatures. Oh yeah, I remember this. So he officially entered the other world. And alright, like in the background you can hear the wife screaming.
Ingrid? Ingrid? Oh my god. Oh my god. I tried. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he escapes the other world and his wife is dead. Had to feed the dogs. I didn't see what happened. That's okay. I've been taking notes. Do you hear this? That's my notes. So let's really quickly fill Skinner in. So basically what's happened is we've seen a cult that deals with something known as the Blight. I don't know if the Blight is a physical ailment or a curse or anything like that, but they were performing a ritual to cut out someone's blight, which I assume was like on their hand, considering how they were doing the ritual. They stopped the ritual halfway through because the one who had the blight was getting cold feet. A monster came, and before we could finish the ritual, the monster killed Joy, which was the character that had the blight, I'm assuming. We then cut to a Slavic family. I don't remember where because I was too busy taking notes to see the location. But the family is dysfunctional. Mother is bedbound. The mother is on really bad terms with her daughter, and because of that doesn't really get to see her grandson very often. And the father is absolutely spineless. Coward, as the mother calls him. The mother is incredibly vindictive and really cruel towards the father, despite the father being her caretaker, because she heavily suspects that the father is having an affair with another woman and is just waiting for her to die. I believe this is the mother's sister, but we're not entirely sure. Somewhere in Norway, perfect. I will write that in my notes. The father, in order to escape like the abuse that he was suffering from his wife, went outside. When he went outside, the mother started screaming from inside the home, and the father ended up being chased by a creature. And that creature basically chased him into the other world, and he had to escape the other world and get back to his home. And when he got back, his wife was dead on the bed, like the illness had fully taken her. That is where we are currently up to. I will write down in my notes that this family is from Norway. I gotta finish writing down that he came back from the other world. Father returns. Whoops, returns from. Oh my god, I can't write anymore. From Otherworld to find his ill wife, now dead. I accidentally wrote DED instead of DEAD, but you know what? No one will see these notes but me, so I guess that's fine. The fog. Yeah. Quite the start, I must say. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, so now we're in Pennsylvania. Let me quickly write down Pennsylvania.
Rachel! Make it stop, Rachel, please!
Rachel.
I've forgotten how to spell Pennsylvania. That's fine. I can fix it
You're
later.
okay. You're safe.
So Rachel's got like PTSD from what happened
Where's
with Joy.
The police took her.
Am I?
The coroner believes it was an aneurysm. Natural causes. Rachel? What did you see?
It was... I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't human. Ropes, or more like vines they hung from it.
Radcliffe,
Okay, so
Chapter
the
7.
monster
The purifier came cloaked in roots and vines.
is known as the Purifier.
This is a good thing. A blessing. Joy was blighted, and
Has
the purifier
ropes or
chose you to
vines.
protect us before it could spread.
Or she's cursed.
Krista!
How can we trust what she says? You know her story. Everything she touches turns to shit. Maybe she didn't even see the purifier. Maybe it was the...
Do not say that name here. This
Okay.
isn't for us to
So
decide.
I think she's talking to the council of her
Rachel will
cult.
testify before the elders.
The elders?
They'll hear your testimony and render a judgment.
Xavier, what is there even to discuss? Joy is dead, and she's responsible.
Krista, enough! Rachel, the elders can help you, but you have to tell them the truth. Lies breed blight. Joy was blighted. I can't lose you too.
But what if
Okay.
I'm not blessed or cursed or...
So she
What
now
if
needs to
this is all
speak
just
to the
an accident?
elders.
You witnessed a miracle tonight. How could that be an accident? Now go home. Spend time with your family. Meditate on the teachings. I'm sure the
And
right
now,
words
like,
will
it's
come to you.
definitely made clear. We still don't know what the blight is, but we know it's like a negative thing that they were trying to get rid of.
Hey, you missed the mess. There was a leak in one of the machines. Rach? Is something wrong?
Okay, so this must be Rachel's
Joy.
husband.
Eric... She's gone.
What?
She's gone. And I couldn't do anything about it.
Ah, Rach. I'm so sorry.
Did the throwing work? It should have worked.
I was
Okay, it
helping
did.
her. It was working.
Yeah, I know. How did it happen?
You know I can't tell you that. You only just joined the Foundation.
Okay, so he's
Well,
not
has anyone told
proper
Toby
in
yet?
the cult.
Rach, Joy was his sister. The only
Bides
family
in
he had
Eric,
left.
who I'm assuming is husband.
I don't need him making things worse for me. For us.
But can't reveal.
Rachel, what the hell
details.
happened tonight?
I'll write a note, and you'll take it to him.
What are you gonna say?
I don't know, a Foundation prayer? It might bring him some comfort.
So the cult is called the Foundation.
Toby hates the Foundation.
But Joy didn't. We were helping her, and she believed we could help him too. It's what she'd want.
Joy
What about
had
money?
a brother.
His job doesn't pay well, and it'll be difficult to cover the funeral costs.
Toby's proud. He might take it as an insult. Maybe I should just apologize.
What's the brother's name?
For what,
Toby?
Rach?
Toby.
I recruited Joy. I feel responsible for her, okay?
Look, whatever you decide, I'm behind you 100%. If he freaks out, I'll try to calm him down, and if he's satisfied, I'll tell him it was all your idea.
I know, and I appreciate it. Just let me think on it, okay?
Yeah, okay. Hey. Te amo.
Te amo.
Rachel is maybe scared's not the right word, but that's what I'll write for now. Scared to tell Toby Joy is dead. Okay, we're back in Norway. Oh, it's so hard.
Why are
I'm
you
not even
sitting in
looking
the
at the
dark?
screen. I'm just writing notes to try and keep
Papa,
up.
are you okay?
I didn't get a good look at it.
Okay,
That
so
thing that killed the goats ran to check on your mother.
Papa,
okay, so
where's
he's
Mama?
telling his
I tried.
daughter.
I tried. I tried my best.
Orson, I need to talk to Grandpa. Why don't you go say hi to Grandma?
No.
Papa? Did
Come on,
something
man.
happen?
Just tell her. I already wrote down in my notes that you tell her. Just tell her.
Oh God. Oh God.
Should we ride the tractor today, Lilivan?
Yeah, that's about the reaction I would have.
Orson, Angel, don't come in here. Go back downstairs.
Okay.
Oh God, Mama. How did it?
Well, we don't know,
Papa?
actually.
Did you?
Okay, so daughter immediately assumes.
It's not my fault. I tried everything I could. I really did. I took good care of her.
Tried what? CPR?
Oh my god, hi
Did you
Zara!
even call the paramedics?
Hang on, we're in the middle of a family dispute. Hello, everybody. hang on. Let me finish writing my note, and then I'll explain what we're doing. Okay, so, hi everyone. How are things going? Going pretty good. We're watching Silent Hill Ascension, which for a little while was lost media until it was re-uploaded online. And we're currently, well, first of all, I'm writing notes because this series is so long that we will not be able to get through all of it tonight. So I've currently got my like paper. I don't know if you can hear me flicking the pages, but I've got my paper. I'm writing notes on what's happening. We're going to try and be unbiased and see if Silent Hill Ascension is actually a semi-decent Silent Hill story, because there's a lot of negative opinions about this show out there. So I'm taking notes, and if it really is as bad as people say it is, then we are going to try our hand at rewriting Silent Hill Ascension into being more of a Silent Hill-esque narrative. So, taking a lot of notes, my hand really hurts, and we're like not even halfway through the first episode. But, we're having a good time. We've just clocked back into Norway, where this father figure, I'm not sure what his name is, they've said it a couple times, but I've missed it every single time, is revealing to his daughter that her mother is dead. She passed away recently. And the daughter immediately gets on the father's case and, assumes that he did something to the wife. And it's like, oh, did you even try CPR? Did you even try calling an ambulance? And it's like, ooh. We already knew that tensions in this family were really high. But for her to immediately, just off the bat, assume that her father did something is kind of sketch. Isn't this the one where people voted on actions weekly and that would affect next week's episode? Yes, it is this one. There were a lot of story elements that were absolutely set in place. And I do think that a game like this could be good for Silent Hill, but a lot of people really didn't like the presentation of it. So we're just clocking in now that the series is all finished to see if it's actually a quality story. It might be. I don't think he has the spine to kill her. I think they're trying to replicate James Sunderland. Sick wife who relies heavily on husband in her dying days, who belittles and insults her husband because she has a fear of dying, and an absolutely spineless, like, just sog of a man, just... I don't know how to explain it other than that. When you boil it down to those terms, I think they're trying to replicate Silent Hill 2 with this character, but I'm not certain. Anyway, let's continue.
I need to call an ambulance now.
I already called them. I'll wait with Orson. The ambulance should be here soon.
Okay. Let's get the place looking presentable. Mama would kill me if we let them see it like this. What's this?
I remember this.
That's your mother's painkiller.
Papa, she didn't take any injections. What did you do?
It's just...
Fine.
I was just trying to help. That's all.
Syringe?
Paramedics are coming, Papa, and police. If they see this, what do you think they'll say?
Just get rid of it.
Papa, this is evidence. I'd be incriminating myself.
Then put it back where you found it.
No, her prints are already on it, you idiot.
Papa, did you have something to do with Mama's death?
If you want to turn it into them, so be it. I would never hurt your mother. I'd never.
Alright, that was a lot of information to write down. So what, like the mother's...
Astrid. I think the ambulance is here.
Okay, so Astrid's seeing shit. I'm just gonna write Astrid. Make sure I know it's the daughter. Gets jump scared by mother's ghost. Are we back in Pennsylvania? I think we are.
Look, I know how you feel about all this, but the Foundation's really helped me. Rachel's helped me. Anyway, tonight's a big night for me. I'm a little nervous. And wanted to hear your voice, I guess. Please don't hate me. I'm happy.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is Toby, Joy's brother.
Come on. Don't do this, Joy.
Last call, Toby.
This is Joy. Tell me something nice, and I'll call you back when I'm
Shit.
But gets no answer. Toby. I'm assuming he's drunk.
I, need to talk to you.
Yeah, you do. Your wife is pulling my sister deeper into her goddamn cult. And it needs to
yeah,
stop.
about that, Toby.
She's dead.
Rachel?
No. Your sister.
So Eric.
Joy.
No. Joy's fine. I just heard from her.
I'm so sorry. I am. You need to know Rachel and I both really cared about Joy.
You're serious? How'd it happen?
A ritual went wrong.
I'm not sure.
Is dead.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Rachel said it was some kind of accident.
Doesn't
Wanted me to give you this.
give details.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
It's a prayer. For you. From the Foundation. Rachel thought it would bring you some... I don't know. Comfort.
Comfort? Are you fucking kidding me, Hernandez?
She said Joy would have wanted you to have it.
Hey, take that shit out! What the hell does Rachel know about what Joy wanted?
It's okay. It's fine. We're friends.
That's what I fucking think of a prayer from your wife's cult.
Violent. It's so strange that how do I put this? Let's just give that a minute. It's really strange to me that Joy got indoctrinated by this cult known as the Foundation, but for whatever reason, hang on, I'm trying to turn my air conditioning off. But for whatever reason, the Foundation didn't make Joy cut contact with Toby. Like, we've seen Toby get in contact with Joy. He has, like, a voicemail from Joy to show that even if Toby wasn't reaching out to Joy, Joy was definitely reaching out to him. And it's just not typically what you hear about, like, cults and stuff. Usually they try and isolate their families from each other. It could be that they figured that trying to recruit Toby would be easier than trying to isolate Joy from Toby, but Toby has proven himself to be incredibly anti-cult. So I'm really curious why the Foundation let that line of communication between Joy and Toby stay open for so long, but maybe we'll find out.
Xavier? Krista? Hello?
So we've got technically three separate plot lines at the moment. Ooh, she's seeing things too.
Rachel, is everything all right? More visions? The Purifier has more to show you. These visions are a gift.
They don't feel that way.
Okay, so
Even Radcliffe
visions
himself was frightened by the things he saw.
from the
But
Purifier.
while others saw a monster, he saw salvation. Our order is not for the faint of heart. But I've never had to worry about that with you. I always knew there was something special about you, Rachel. And now the Purifier has shown me I was right. Something to share, Krista?
What if you're wrong? What if she did see a monster?
Cole believes the Purifier
pestilent.
is
Xavier,
showing...
you know why we came to this town. What we're here to do.
Rachel.
Can we really risk everything on a feeling?
Faith, Krista. And until now, my conviction was all I had to keep us, this whole damn town, safe.
Okay.
But now I
So
have
the
more than
Foundation
that.
came to this
I have
town.
proof.
Blessed? Cursed? I honestly don't know what I believe right now. But Joy is dead, and somehow I'm responsible.
Joy's lack of faith was the true culprit. Don't let her doubts become yours. Joy's brother. Did you speak with him?
I sent Eric to break the news.
Okay, so they think
I sent him a
Joy
foundation prayer.
didn't believe hard enough, and that's why
And?
she died, basically.
He tore it up and punched Eric.
And you were expecting a different response? Everyone knows how much Toby hates the Foundation. Toby needs to be dealt with, Xavier. He'll only cause problems for us.
Yes, I know.
There's more. Eric's been asking questions.
Can't you just put him in his place like you usually do?
Eric is only an initiate. Initiates are impressionable, but also unpredictable.
See, this is
That
very
makes them
cold behavior.
dangerous.
He's also my husband.
You gotta indoctrinate them more
You've always
before
taught us
you
that
can give
marriage
them
is a temple
information.
built on trust.
You are a blessed protector, Rachel. Called by the Purifier. Eric won't understand that. You'll have to figure out how to field his questions without putting us at risk.
Okay, so Rachel is not allowed
Can
to
you do
disclose
this?
any more information.
I can try.
I'm certain you can.
Oh, back in Norway, sorry.
Would you like some coffee or something?
I gave up coffee when I was pregnant. I never went back. I understand Ingrid had been feeling ill for a while.
That's right.
Was last night worse than usual?
I'm not...
So he's
I'd
being
have to think.
interrogated by the police.
There will be an autopsy. So we'll have answers soon enough. Many I spoke to had strong feelings about your wife.
She's not even buried, and people are already dragging her name.
She had her defenders. Mostly those who were scared of her. And I think it's safe to say most in this town would celebrate one less Johansson.
Okay, so their name is
I could barely
Johansson.
even-
Sorry, I need to change my position because writing these notes sitting the way that I'm sitting is not good for my hand, and I need my hands in order to do things. So I'm just gonna really quickly move, and you can move with me. Hi, Chad. How you doing? All right, so we know that now that this is too low. I need a proper writing station. This is not good. So the Johanssons were like feared. Is that kind of the vibe that we get? Were the Johanssons feared or hated or disliked? I have vague memories of someone somewhere saying they were cursed, but we haven't reached that point in the story yet, so I don't really want to write that down. Let's just go with both. They were feared / hated in their village. I'm assuming they're in a village. Alright. I think it's like the mother or something brought the family name down. Do we think that? Do we think that the mother specifically is what gave their family the reputation that they have? I could maybe write that down as like a side note. I'll put it in green. Mother possibly ruined family name. I think that's entirely possible at this point in time. I need, if I'm going to keep sitting like this and writing like this, I'm going to need to change my writing setup. I'm really sorry. I know these are long episodes. Just give me a minute. I need to elevate what I'm writing on so that I'm not hurting my back. Okay, I think I have maybe not the perfect setup, but a better setup. So our current understanding of the Norway plotline, because it keeps going back and forth, is the family that we encountered, this Norway family on high tensions. The family was basically falling apart before we even met them, right? Mother was ill, father is a spineless coward, neither of them get particularly along well with their daughter. And as a result, they don't really get to see their grandson very often, is my speculation. Mother has a go at the father, talking about how he's basically just waiting for her to die, yada yada yada. Father gets chased into the other world. When he finally returns, he discovers his wife is dead. He calls his daughter over to tell her, you know, hey, your mother is dead. And the daughter immediately starts assuming that the father had something to do with her mother's death. And they found a syringe. Now, the father says that the syringe is the painkillers, but the daughter insists that the mother never ever took injections ever. So the true origin of this syringe at this point in time is kind of a mystery to all of us. So, and now she's talking to the police, and we've recently just discovered that the Johansons kind of have a bit of a reputation, leaving most of the village relieved that one of them is gone.
Find someone to do the autopsy. It's a small town. Grudges live longer than people.
And you, detective? Are you glad to see one less Johansson?
I loved her, detective. I shouldn't have to prove that to you.
I guess I'll take your word for it. For now, anyway.
I've had enough of this. We're in mourning.
If I have other questions, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
You know where the door is.
I'll walk you out.
Okay, so tensions are high with the
Father's
Johansons
memory
and
may
their
be
whole
hazy, but mine's
village.
not. I know what kind of person Ingrid was. If there's something you're hiding, either of you, you need to tell me.
Okay, so
Find out
Ingrid,
either
the
way.
mother, was a certain type of person, I guess. Oh god, and we're back in Pennsylvania. My notes can barely keep up, chat. Alright, with my red pen here. We're in Pennsylvania again. So I'm guessing this is Rachel at home.
Ah, shit!
Oh, jeez.
Rach?
Is she, like, infected?
Is everything okay?
Yeah. I burned myself.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah,
So she sees
I'm
a
fine.
monster.
Hey, about the thing with Toby? I hope I didn't get you in trouble with anybody at the Foundation. For what it's worth, I think you were right to send him that prayer. Maybe some small part of it got through to him.
Xavier's dealing with bigger problems than Toby.
Joy's death? You never did tell me what happened.
Joy died during
Okay,
the
so
ceremony.
Eric
It was just
continues
her
to
and
ask
me,
questions.
And then we weren't alone. There was something else. Something right out
Oh,
of
and we
Redcliffe's
actually
writings.
tell
Oh
him.
my god.
But you can't tell anyone. Xavier needs this to stay quiet until we can figure out what really happened. Understand?
He keeps asking questions about Joy, and Rachel actually answers him.
What's wrong? Rach!
We need to go to the Foundation. Now.
What? Why?
Go get Faith. I'll pack.
Rach, it's the middle of the night and...
Eric, I know this brings up bad memories for you,
Okay.
but we're not safe here.
Well, what
Okay,
do we tell
wait.
Faith?
Hang on. One, my hand is getting sore, so I'm having difficulty, like, keeping up with the story, or, like, what's going on in my notes. But so Faith, I'm assuming, is their daughter. So Rachel, this is the second creature that she's seen. So Rachel sees a second creature. This time it's in their house. I need to learn stenography to keep up. This is a lot. This is a lot. And the constant flip-flopping between Norway and Pennsylvania is like, I'm sure it was meant to keep people engaged, because remember, these episodes didn't drop all at once. Every week you got maybe somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes of like film, I guess. So the reason why we're constantly flipping back and forth between Pennsylvania and Norway is because one week you would get 2 minutes of Pennsylvania, and the next week you would get 2 minutes of Norway, and when it's put all together like this, it's a little bit janky. It's a little bit janky. Like, you probably could keep up if you're like really, really paying attention, but it goes by really, really quickly because the segments you get with each character is really short. So Rachel sees a second creature in their house and tells Eric to bring Faith, who I'm assuming is their daughter, Faith, to the Foundation. It was also implied in that scene that Eric has some sort of past trauma because she says, I know this may be, like, this may give you memories of the past or something like that. What did she say?
Rach, it's the middle of the night and...
Eric, I know this brings...
I know this brings up bad memories for you, so I'm literally just going to write that direct quote down with a question mark. Eric, I know... this brings up bad memories for you. My notes, I've been writing so much that I've barely been able to actually watch the show because I've just been listening to what they're saying and writing. And 2, I haven't had time to have a sip of my tea or eat any of my Oreos. So I'm going to leave my Oreos, but I'm going to have a sip of tea. Goodness gracious me. This is kind of heavy for a first episode, I'm gonna be honest.
Some bad memories for you, but we're not safe here.
Well, what do we tell Faith? I guess we could lie and say it's a sleepover. At least she wouldn't be scared.
Okay.
Xavier doesn't approve of keeping the truth from children. We can tell her a story from the scriptures. Xavier keeps copies in his library.
Okay.
Some of those stories are pretty scary, Rach.
Eric, you're not helping. Look, we don't have time to debate this.
So they're like basically indoctrinating their child, which makes sense.
For everyone.
I don't know if she'll listen. She's been acting out again.
Eric, go!
Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck, are we back in Norway? No, this is Toby. Okay, this is Toby. So Toby...
Look, I know how you feel about all this. The Foundation's really helped me. Rachel's helped me. Anyway, tonight's a big night for me. I'm a little nervous. Wanted to hear your voice, I guess. Please don't hate me. I'm happy.
Bullshit.
You couldn't even answer your fucking phone.
Joy?
You never cared about me. That's why I joined.
Oh, I remember
to
this.
Find a real family.
This isn't happening.
Then open your eyes.
Okay. So.
Oh God, Joy.
I remember parts of this. One, that is just really silly. And 2, this is the reason why I brought my sketchbook with me. So they have Toby being like haunted by this version of Joy, which is literally just Joy. Like, it's not a creature or a manifestation or anything like that. They literally just use Joy's like model. And in this sketchbook that I have, I actually quote unquote like redesigned Joy to kind of show like have a little bit more like of a creature-esque design. I'm not particularly into this design anymore. I still think it looks too human to be a Silent Hill creature design. But I drew this with a little more information about Joy that I don't remember and we don't have yet at this current point in the story. So keep in mind, when Toby is being haunted by the voice of his sister Joy, like, it doesn't manifest into a creature or a monster or anything like that. It's literally just Joy's like character model.
No! Wait, what? This isn't real. Get your shit together, Toby.
We both know that'll never happen. You're just gonna stand there? After what they did to me? After what she did?
Rachel did this?
First she screwed you over. Destroyed your life. Then she took mine. She needs to answer for what she's done, Toby. You deserve the truth.
Rachel, the Foundation, they won't say a goddamn thing! I warned you about them, Joy. But I'll show everyone what they did. I can prove it now.
Proof? Even if you had it, who would believe you?
Okay,
Or
so
Toby Sorelli. The town
Joy is
drunk.
like spirit, or like the hallucination
Then
of
what do
Joy's
I do?
spirit wants him to seek
Please,
some sort of vengeance
me
against the
what to do.
Foundation.
Burn it down. All of it.
Okay.
I can't. They'd kill me. Joy, please.
Okay. So Joy wants him to take revenge, but he's scared to.
Structurally, the liquid in
Fuck,
the
we're back in
syringe
Norway.
appears to be
Hang on,
an
I can't
opiate.
keep up. Please, I can't keep up. You can't give me like 2 minutes at a time with everybody. Okay, we're in Norway now. Norway. Okay. This is going by so quick. Okay. I already have like 1, 2, 3, almost 4 full pages of notes on this. Goddamn. Maybe I'm micromanaging my notes. Maybe I don't need to take notes for every little thing that is said, but like I really don't feel like I am. I feel like these sections are just going by super quick. All right. Let me wiggle my wrist. You're going to need more notebook. I am. My notebook, the notebook I grabbed was only like a quarter full. Which is why I grabbed it, because there's a whole bunch of blank space, but I am like convinced by the time this is done, this notebook is going to be full.
Morphine.
So
She wasn't prescribed morphine.
okay, wait, no, hang on, wait. You can't dump that on me. I'm trying to find your name. What was your name? Fuck. Ingrid was the mother's name. Astrid. Astrid is your name. Okay. Astrid. She's some sort of like scientist, I suppose. This is why I use an iPad for my notebooks in college. I could be typing this up instead of writing it. I just really prefer the handwritten feel. And now I'm getting punished for it. So what I might do is maybe next stream I will convert all of my handwritten notes into like a text file on my iPad, and I will type instead of writing. It's just a shame because I really like handwriting my notes, and this is going by so fast that I can barely keep up at this point. So Astrid, that is your name. You're like some sort of scientist, I suppose, is a type of scientist, question mark? Okay. I meant for handwritten notes. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that would make sense for, like, storage and stuff. Yeah, I get that. I've never done handwritten notes on my iPad, except for, like, when I'm thumbnailing for my comics. By the way, read my comic if you like zombies. No, I'm kidding. Alright, we've got, so she's some sort of scientist, I suppose, and she took the syringe to work. Astrid, brought syringe she found to work. Whoops, to work. And discovers it's morphine. So, hey Rogue, how you doing? Alright, so she just said that the mother was never prescribed morphine. So Ingrid was never prescribed morphine. And that's all I've got at the moment. So we're going to continue. She could have self-medicated. Okay, but my question to that is, if she was literally bedbound ill, how would she have gotten the morphine if she, like, couldn't even get out of bed? Fingers are pointing to the father, but, like, I really hope it's not. I really hope they do something creative with this.
Hello?
Hello, Astrid. This is Mrs. Staubig. I'm one of Orson's instructors.
Is everything all right?
Okay, so...
No, I'm afraid not. There was an altercation between some of the kids today. It's hard to say who started it, but Orson bit another student. I'm afraid you're going to have to keep him home until...
It's hard to say. Orson could have been pushed or provoked. Maybe it was self-defense.
Look, we have a very strict policy about violence. Regardless of how it started, we're suspending Orson for a few days. I'm sorry.
Did I catch you at a bad time?
Okay,
Got the
see this
report
guy
on the
here?
C1 cultures you wanted.
Okay, this guy here. So, hang on, let me finish my note. Suspended. Okay, so this guy here, what you could do is if you had enough IP, which were influence points, or if you paid real money, one of the perks was that you could have your avatar put into the story of Silent Hill Ascension, and they would, like, put your username on screen and they would credit you and everything, and it was a whole big deal. But people saw that and they started taking advantage of it, and they started putting some really, really wacky, like, characters and then paying for a position. So you can tell when a character is a player that's been shoehorned into the story versus when they're an actual character, solely based on how they look. This guy, not only does he sound completely different, he sounds like an American, whereas everyone here sounds Slavic in some type of way. But his hair, how tanned he is, like his general build, like just keep an eye out for them. The player characters stick out like a sore thumb.
Everything okay?
Some drama at Orson School. Apparently he misbehaved. But it could have been the other kids who started it, for all I know.
One parent to another? If you let him off easy now, it'll just lead to more bad behavior down the line.
Sounds like my mother. If anyone in my family stepped even a toe out of line, we never heard the end of it. I never wanted that for Orson. And he's so impressionable at this age.
It takes a lot of work to not become our parents.
Maybe I'll just give him a good talking to.
In my experience, lectures are sometimes not enough.
I'm so glad that they're having this
In one ear, out
conversation,
the
because
other.
this conversation means nothing to
What
the
would you
plot,
do?
so I can rest my hand.
Something he'd understand. Like taking away his toys.
He'd hate it. And I'm not sure I could handle the tears.
We all have to learn that actions have consequences.
Thank you, player character, for that completely useless bit of information, so that I may rest my hand.
Orson? How about something to eat, yeah? We have, Oh. Eva. When did you get here?
Okay, new character, Ava.
Mama kicked me out of the house again. Okay if I stay?
Yeah, of course. What do you have there, Lilleven? You got in a bit of trouble at school, I hear. Well, we'll stay out of trouble here, won't we?
He beat someone, huh? When I was his age, I used to bite kids at school too.
Grandpa? Where's Grandma?
Oh, he doesn't know
complicated,
that Grandma's
Lilleven.
dead yet.
You haven't told him?
Yeah,
I was
someone
his
needs to
age
tell him.
when I lost my grandma. My papa's mama. Oh, he was so sad. He didn't come out of his room for a week. That made Mama angry. I kept asking why. Papa was so sad and...
Okay, I'm glad.
That made her
Another
even
time I can
angrier,
rest my hand, because
so
nothing of substance is happening
finally
right now.
she told me
What did she tell you?
what she thought
If
I
your
needed
kid
to
is
hear.
fighting at school, ask them the important
Grandpa?
question,
Where's
did they
Grandma?
win?
You know that
If
your
not, then
grandma
they
loves you
need to
very
hit the
much,
bag practice that left hook.
just like I love
I
you.
still don't know the father's
And
name.
your mama does too.
Where did she go?
Well, you see, Lilleven, Grandma, she died.
Am I going to die too?
Not for a very long time.
I don't think I want to.
Don't worry about
Oh
that.
my god, Orson, you're great.
Can you watch him a moment? Orson? Grandpa's going out to check on the farm. Will you be okay playing with your toys for a few minutes?
I'll play with Zane,
Who is Zane?
the man in the fog.
Okay. Zane. Man in the fog. Initially brought up by Orson.
Mommy, I don't like it here.
I know, sweetie, and I promise we'll
Okay,
go
no,
home
wait,
soon.
hang on, stop.
We just
Stop.
need to be here for a
I'm
little
not ready to
while.
go back to Pennsylvania. Just give me 1 second. Good grief, there is like no time. Is text to speech working? Because I can't hear it. If it is, great. If it's not, I'm gonna get pissed off because I triple checked everything this time. Just in case it didn't, I'm just gonna copy paste this comment. That way I can hear it properly. Where is Russia? There he is. Are you talking?
If your kid is fighting at school, ask them the important question,
Oh, it's doing
did they
that
win?
thing again.
If not, then they need to hit the bag practice that left hook.
Oh, it's doing that thing again. I checked the sound this time too, so I really thought it wouldn't happen this time, but that's okay. I think I can fix it. That one works.
I want waffle fries.
Okay. Why is it doing that now? Why is it always, it's always mix it up that fucks up when my audio. It is always mix it up. I don't know why. No, not properties. We'll go audio. Where's the audio? I have it set to come out of the TV, which is what we're watching Ascension on. Everything else is coming out of the TV just fine. It's just Mix It Up's not coming out of the TV.
I want waffle fries.
I can't hear him. Why is it literally just Mix It Up that's doing this? Why is everything else coming out of the TV but not this? I updated it recently. Maybe the update fucked it up. I don't know.
I want waffle fries.
It's, yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's so weird. It's got the exact same audio settings as Tits, but for some reason Tits is working and Mix It Up is not. Yep, just double checking. Tits is definitely working, but Mix It Up is not. And the settings are exactly the same. Alright, I refreshed him a couple of times. Let's see if, hopefully refreshing is all it takes.
I want waffle fries.
Why are you not working properly? It could be the app itself, like the program itself. Maybe if I close Mix It Up and reopen it. Because this is the most up-to-date version of Mix It Up I have, and for some reason it never cooperates with me. Is audio output set correctly? Yes, it's set the exact same way that the integrated throwing system is, and that one's working fine. Like, you guys can hear that. That's working perfectly normally. The settings between the two apps are exactly the same. I don't know why one's working and the other one's not. Okay, I've restarted Mix It Up. We're gonna refresh it. I'm gonna double check the audio settings. Monitor and output, 6, yep. And then we're gonna go into the settings. Audio. Monitoring device is the TV. If I change it to maybe... No, I'm not going to change it. It's the TV. So this one works. So in theory, Mix It Up should also work because they're identical.
I want waffle fries.
Why does it do this? I'm so sorry, everyone. We're getting really sidetracked, but every stream that I do, I get pissed off at Mix It Up because for some reason the settings just no longer work. Let's try. Let's go into audio. Let's change it to the to my monitor rather than the TV. We'll come in here and we'll change this to the TV, the monitor instead of the TV, which I don't want. I want to use the TV, but let's see. Okay, that still works.
I want waffle
And that
fries.
still does not work. Okay. I really don't understand. I'm glad you guys can hear it. That means it's still like working, but I can't hear it, and I don't understand why I can't hear it. Because it's identical to the Twitch integrated throwing system settings, so I don't know why it's different when the settings are the same. Oh, I just realized you guys can't hear Twitch integrated throwing system. Oh no, you can. It's just being weird. Advanced audio properties. Maybe if I...
I want waffle fries.
Nope, that didn't do it. Okay, so it needs to have a difference. It's so weird. It's so weird. So I've never had to do this for Mix It Up before, but I needed to change the settings to monitor only, mute output. But I think that means you guys can't hear it now, right? No, you guys can hear it. That's so fucking strange. I actually hate Mix It Up. I should look for a different program, in all honesty. But if I change this to the TV, so I can listen to stuff through the TV, in theory, it shouldn't break. It should stay the way it is. Okay, it's still coming out of the monitor. I mean, I'm sure it's fine if that stuff comes out of the monitor. That's so weird. Mix It Up's coming through the monitor, but Twitch integrated throwing system is coming in through the TV. It's fine. It's fine. I can hear them both now, I guess. It's whatever. Alright, shall we carry on? I hear it from the mic, not on the stream. Oh, really? Hang on one second. I'm gonna mute the mic and then try it. That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane, dude. Come on, man. Okay, if I change it to monitor and output, which is what it was before.
I want waffle fries.
Okay. So basically, Mix It Up is fucking insufferable. Because all of my settings were the same. It just wanted me to change my settings and then change them back to the original settings. Because for some reason, the original settings weren't good enough the first time. I think it's working now. I fucking hate Mix It Up. If anyone knows a good replacement for Mix It Up, please let me know. We're going to continue on now because we've spent way too much time doing this. So, we're back in Pennsylvania. I need to write that down. And the current plot in Pennsylvania, for people who have forgotten, checks notes. So when we last left Pennsylvania, it looks like Rachel was at home in her kitchen. And she saw a creature outside of her window. Sorry, just patching up notes. She saw a creature outside her kitchen window. Eric keeps asking questions about Joy, and Rachel actually goes against her orders and tells him what happened. Rachel sees a second creature in the house and tells Eric to bring Faith to the Foundation. And then we get this exact quote. Eric, I know this brings up bad memories for you. And then I've got a question mark because I don't know what that means. They insist on telling Faith the truth in terms of what's happening at the moment. And then we had a cut to Toby where he walks around drunk in the woods listening to the last voicemail that Joy left him. Toby starts hearing and seeing Joy, who is taunting him and insisting that he takes revenge on the Foundation, but Toby seems scared to take action against the Foundation. And that is where we left Pennsylvania off last. So let's see what we've got going on now.
I'll go grab the rest of our things. We set up some cots in the meeting room. You and Eric can...
I don't want to stay here. Remember the story about the girl in the stone castle? Her mommy and daddy took her to a big castle so she'd be safe from the monsters outside. And remember who was there to protect them? The purifier. That's right. Are there monsters outside? Like in the story?
Faith, this place is like the stone castle. Nothing bad can get you in here.
Okay.
Now audio is only from the mic. Are you fucking serious? Are you actually fucking serious? Alright, hopefully that's better. I really hope that's better. We will use this time. I wish it was a joke. It's okay. It's alright. I think I fixed it now. I'm gonna use this time to really quickly finish that note that I was taking because this story moves so fast. So it tells Faith, I'm gonna call it a parable. The parable of the stone castle. I think I already wrote down that they were indoctrinating their child, but I'll write it again. Indoctrinating her to believe in the purifier. Hopefully the audio works now.
Purifier?
I don't know what it was. Xavier, I'm afraid. Not just for me, but for my family, too.
Rachel. You are a walking miracle. The
Works
Purifier
perfect.
would never let anything harm you.
What about Eric? What about her? Maybe Krista's right. Maybe I am cursed.
Krista is wrong. I'm sure of it.
But how do you know? How do any of us know if any of this is true?
The elders will help us make sense of all of this. Rachel, we love you. And we would never let anything happen to you or your family. You believe that, right?
Of course I do.
Good. Now get some rest.
Okay. Are we back in Norway already? Okay, fuck. Okay, wait. We're already back in Norway. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Alright. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go into a new page because there was only like 2 lines of that page left. We are now back in Norway. I think what I'll do if I ever rewrite this story is if they're gonna keep doing this back and forth, the sections need to be longer than 2 minutes at a time because this is getting really difficult to keep up with. Or you just make it like an anthology series. You have like 1 season focused on Joy and the cult and the Purifier, and another season focused on Norway with this guy, whatever his name is, and his family. I still don't remember his name. Alright, what's going on here?
Hey, Angel. I need to talk to you about something.
Okay.
You know how you've been staying home from school? That's because of what happened on your last day. Do you remember?
You ask a lot of questions, Mama. Like Zane.
Is that a friend in your class?
Imaginary friend.
Orson. Your teacher said you got into an argument and you bit another kid. Orson, look at me. You bit someone.
Damn,
That's
talking
not
to
okay,
children like this
ever.
has got to be difficult.
Do you understand me? When you hurt people, it hurts you in your heart. And it hurts my heart too. You don't want to hurt me, do you?
Astrid, I think that's enough.
I know
I don't think-
that was hard to hear.
I don't think that
But that
was like bad
ugliness,
parenting or anything. I
that's
think
how
she
your
actually did an
grandma
alright
behaved.
job.
I don't think we need any more angry, mean old ladies in the world. We need more good little boys. More Orsons. Okay.
Okay.
What must be hard? I think they're trying to imply that what she said was a bit too rough. Like, oh, when you hurt people, it hurts you in your heart, and that hurts me, and you don't want to hurt me. I don't know why, but the show decided to say that that was going too far, because immediately the father was like, oh, yeah, that's enough. But I don't think that was that wasn't hard to hear at all. That was probably a good way to explain why the kid shouldn't be hurting people. No, I think the father is just stupid. Yeah, I don't like this father character so far. But also she said, I know that's probably hard to hear. When it's like, no, that was a pretty decent explanation in my opinion. I'm just finishing my note on that. Alright, good. Alright, let's carry on, let's continue.
I can make us some tea. The water's still hot.
No, Papa.
You did a hard thing up there. Talking things out with Orson.
That was
think you'll
not
be a
that
better person for
difficult.
I
That
don't
was a
want to
very
hear your
quick
review
and
of my
simple
parenting
conversation.
All right. Then what do you want to talk about?
The syringe. The one I found in Mama's room.
There's nothing more to say.
I ran a test on it, Papa. It was filled with morphine. Is that what you were giving Mama? Is that what killed her?
Why do you bring this up again? Why can't you let it go? I already told you her death wasn't my fault. I did everything for your mother.
Because you were scared of her.
Father, you don't know anything. You don't know what it was like, what she could do, what...
Are you fucking serious? I know exactly what it was like.
Okay. This is moving quickly. So, Astrid confronts her dad about the syringe, and he stands his ground, basically saying that he didn't do anything. Now they're talking about how the mother was abusive to both of them, and how neither of them understand what that's like, because obviously the mother would have abused the both of them in different ways. So let me quickly... Scared of Ingrid. That was the mother's name, right? I'm assuming so. Ingrid. Implied they were both abused. Okay, and now he's seeing like one of those creatures behind his daughter.
Every day in this house was torture. And you, Papa, you didn't do a goddamn thing about it.
God, Where are you going?
To get Orson. You're not fit to be around him.
Leave the boy, Astrid. You don't know what you're saying.
I disagree with that.
thought
I
all of
understand that he threw the pot because he saw a creature and he wanted it to get away from the daughter, but like clearly she didn't see that creature. So in her mind, you just threw a pan at her because she was arguing with you about how you potentially killed her mother, and now you're saying that the kid should stay with you? Absolutely not.
This shit was finally gone with Mama. I was wrong.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
I've heard a lifetime of empty apologies. I don't need another.
Astrid, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're already back in Pennsylvania. Okay. Where's my pen? Dude had bad aim. He wasn't aiming for her. He was aiming for the monster that may or may not have actually been there. You know what's messed up? You have women's shelters, but you don't see boys' shelters for young boys who are victims of parental abuse. Yeah, actually. Unfortunately, not just boys, but little girls as well, children who get abused by their parents, they all just get thrown into the foster system, don't they? Pennsylvania. I really wish that the back and forths weren't this close together. Good grief, this is just chapter 1. We got 10 minutes of chapter 1 left. Are you guys ready? You ready for the last bit of chapter 1? I know, but like he could have aimed so much higher instead of like at her head. That thing was huge. It's true, but I think in the cutscene, from what I saw, the monster's face was like right next to her face. So maybe he was trying to aim for the head. I don't know.
Please. Make it stop.
Rachel's having some sort of vision.
I can lock up. See you back at the house? I could cook and...
We need to go back.
What?
Let's go, Faith. Grab your stuff.
Wait, Rach. Talk to me.
Mommy?
Faith, honey, can you go check on the machines over there? Go see if anyone left anything behind.
You trusted me enough to tell me what really happened to Joy, and you can trust me now. So tell me, what's going on?
When she says go
Hey,
back,
look at
does
me.
she mean go back to
Rach?
the Foundation, or does she mean leave the Foundation and go back home? Because they only just showed up in the Foundation, so it'd be really funny if she insisted to Eric to pack up their daughter Faith and run to the Foundation for shelter, and they're there for like an entirety of 2 minutes, and then something happens and she goes, no, we have to go back home. Sorry, I'm finishing my notes. Say they have to, and then in quotes, go back. I'm putting that in quotes because I don't know where back is, if that's back to the Foundation or back home.
You can talk to me.
I can't.
Rach, come on. It's me. I'm not gonna tell anybody anything.
You're asking me to break my oath.
I just want to help.
I said no.
You already broke your oath. Sorry, let me check notes. Let me check my notes. Which section of Pennsylvania was this in? This was here. Literally 2 Pennsylvanias ago. Rachel has a vision of a monster outside her home window in the kitchen. Eric keeps asking questions about Joy, and Rachel goes against her orders and tells him what happened. You already broke your oath, sweetie. You can't break your oath, tell your husband about the death of your friend, and then when he asks you to open up about something else, be like, no, you're asking me to go against my oath. I can't do it. You already went against your oath and confided in him. Girl? Back to their own country? Or does this not take place in the US? This takes place in the US. This is Pennsylvania right now. I'm gonna take a note of that. Talk to him, but she lashes out, saying he's asking her to break oath. And then in a different color, because this is something that I will probably bring up if I decide to rewrite this story. Despite having already broken oath, by telling him about Joy. Okay, so I've already got a few inconsistencies. Just a few.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are we back in Norway? Yep, we're back in Norway! So I believe that section of Pennsylvania was like a total 30 seconds. I'm gonna be so for real. I think we were only in Pennsylvania for like 30 seconds. So this is Norway again. What's going on with Orson and Astrid? Is she still in her father's home? Surely not.
Detective.
Is this okay? So
Please
she
come
calls the detective by. So Astrid invites
I-
the detective.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you. Well, I'm here. Why did you call me?
I wanted to show you this.
Ah, to bring up the
I found
syringe.
this in my mother's room. It's morphine. She wasn't prescribed it, but If this syringe was full, it could have been a lethal dose.
You think your father did this?
I'm not sure.
You should have given this to me earlier.
Okay.
But I understand your hesitation. It can't have been easy.
If it helps us know the truth, do what you have to do.
I intend to.
Okay, so that episode was 30 seconds in Pennsylvania and 30 seconds in Norway. Thank you for wasting my time, Silent Hill Ascension. Oh no, we're still in Norway. Okay, I take it back. Is that like a dead wolf? Going back. I need to see it. Well, it's a dead something. I don't think it's a sheep, because he said he was trying to keep the sheep out. That doesn't look like a goat. He had goats. Goat, I thought. I mean, it could be a goat. I just thought it was a wolf because he was saying that he was trying to keep the wolves away from his livestock. I don't think this is noteworthy though, so I'm just gonna carry on.
How'd they die?
You probably think that was me too.
Okay, so the
I just said
detective
he
has
talked
come
with your
to
daughter.
see the father.
She was very helpful. May have given me what I need to put you away. Surprised?
Why haven't you arrested me then? If you had any excuse to put those cuffs on me, you would. You can't. Even you don't think you have the evidence. You're just trying to scare me into confessing.
I'm giving you a chance to tell the truth before the autopsy does it for you.
What if the truth is impossible to believe?
Like what? Anokin did it? Look, just save us the trouble and admit you killed her. Denial won't hold up against evidence.
The evidence you don't have.
Yet.
Okay, stop. No, stop. You can't. I need more than a couple of seconds in each country. Confess before the evidence. I'm gonna just write does it for him. And then we're back in Pennsylvania. Could go for a leg of lamb. Oh, sounds so good. My partner has gotten really, really good at cooking lamb recently. And so we're not poor, but we're pretty poor. So whenever we can afford to get like little bits of lamb and stuff, he'll always buy like a really cheap like section of a leg and he cooks them up real nice. The back and forth is exhausting. Yeah, it is. It's really something. Like when this show came out, again, keep in mind, every week you were only getting maximum like 2 to 3 minutes at a time. And when you're only watching 2 to 3 minutes of the story in weekly increments, it doesn't feel as bad. But now that you're watching it all together, it's dreadful. It is dreadful. I'm getting like whiplash. We only got 6 minutes of episode 1 left though, guys.
Are you ready?
Not really.
Tell them the truth, and everything will be fine.
So she's meeting with the elders now.
Rachel Hernandez, we're ready for you.
Wow, they kept Joy's body.
Yes, kneel. Whether out of penitence or humility, we must decide how to judge the work of your hands. Rachel Hernandez, your sister Joy is dead, but you are very much alive.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this? Look at me, Rachel.
Something killed her.
Something. We'll need more to go on than that.
I don't know.
One of our own is dead. We demand answers.
I don't have them.
Okay.
I've
Talk about the
replayed that
creature
day in
you
my
saw.
mind again and again, and I can't ignore my doubts.
Explain.
I did everything correctly, exactly as I was taught. Every word, every cut. But what I saw? It was something new, something we don't understand.
Are you questioning the veracity of our teachings?
No! I'm just saying, what if we miss something? What if there's something we don't know?
This order has stood for centuries. How dare you?
Though I am not pleased to see that your faith has wavered, I think it would be unwise to ignore this. A ritual of clarity is required.
Barbara, given the outcome of the last ritual, is this our wisest course of action?
Okay, so the elders
I believe
want
it is.
a clarity.
And why is that?
What was it called? What was it
Because
called?
the
A clarity
withering
ritual?
must...
Is this
Or this. A ritual of clarity is required.
Barbara, given the outcome of the last ritual, is this our wisest course of action?
I believe it is.
And why is that?
Because the withering must be stopped.
A withering? Here?
Impossible. I would have seen the signs.
You may not have seen them, but she has. You've seen them, haven't you, Rachel? Visions, harbingers, lurking in that cramped, stifling place between sleep and awake.
Yes, we have.
How do you? I know because of Radcliffe's writings.
Okay,
And now
so...
I know it's spreading here. This town stands on a cliff. As more are drawn into the pestilence-blighted web, it flutters further over the abyss. We have to stop it. You have to stop it.
I will do whatever is required of me.
Good.
So we still don't know
You'll
what the
need to
withering
choose someone
is.
to help you perform the ritual. Someone who will bring you strength.
The girl's husband. He's still new to our order, but a marriage bond is a powerful one.
We also now know that the Foundation
Krista
has
should
been
do
around
it.
for quote-unquote centuries.
She and Rachel haven't always seen eye to eye, but friction can yield perseverance.
I can also make myself available, though you should consider our bond is only still in its infancy.
I need time to think.
Okay. Don't impact the story. Don't do that. The app doesn't exist anymore. Don't scan the QR code. That is the first episode of Silent Hill Ascension, which is only 51 minutes long, but took us roughly 2 hours to get through. Well, there are worse ways to find an elderly person dead. After all, autoerotic asphyxiation can still happen at an old age. It's very true. Very true. Very true. Autoerotic asphyxiation is a very real and very dangerous thing. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Ugh. Yeah, ugh is right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7, like 6 2/3 of a page. Just notes. And most of the notes are switching from Pennsylvania to Norway. And literally, I think this was very unnecessary. Like, I have sections where we switch to Norway, and literally there are only 5, like, not even 5, there are 4 notes, and then we switch back to Pennsylvania for like a page and a half. The constant flip-flopping is a bit ridiculous, if I do say so myself. I understand for the format, we're gonna stop the credits. I understand for the format that they were trying to go for, that's probably the best way that they could have done it. But I just think the format is inherently flawed. I really do. I think the format of feeding people 2 to 5 minute increments at a time over a week is inherently flawed. Honestly, just kind of want to screen cap it and split up. Yeah. Like, have, like, the first half of the episode be just the Pennsylvania story, and then the second half of the episode be just the Norway story. I'm surprised someone hasn't done that already. Maybe I'll be the one to do it. Pennsylvania, nothing of importance happens. I have, where is it? Norway. Father interrogated by police. Johanssons were feared/hated in their village. Villagers seem happy to see one less Johansson. Ingrid, the mother, was a certain type of person. And then we go back to Pennsylvania. And it's literally 4 notes about Norway, and then we go back to Pennsylvania. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I gotta say, the constant changing of perspectives makes my head hurt. And we have 20 more episodes to go. We've also got recaps. But we're not gonna watch the recaps because we kind of need, like, the whole point is to experience Silent Hill Ascension in its entirety. So we're not gonna go through the recaps and watch the actual episodes. Does anyone need a bit of a break before we start episode 2? Episode 2 is only 46 minutes, but I'm going to be so for real, it's probably going to take us like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get through because it's going to constantly flip-flop and I'm going to need to constantly pause to 1, ask questions, and 2, make sure that I'm writing my notes fast enough. So, does anyone need to refill on their drinks? Does anyone need to go get another snack? So this was chapter 1, so we're going to put down chapter 2. Which is Blight. We might finally learn what the Blight is. We had almost an hour-long episode. Did the tits go off? It has now. We had almost an hour-long episode and we don't know what the Blight they introduced. What did they introduce that they didn't explain? They introduced well, they introduced the cult itself. They did kind of spoon feed us. We know now that the cult is known as the Foundation and they've been here for quote-unquote centuries. Those are the only 2 things that we know about the Foundation at this current point in time. They introduced something called Blight, which we're not entirely sure what it is, but it's some sort of like curse or physical ailment or something because they were talking about cutting out the Blight. They introduced... Where is it? They introduced that the Johansons in Norway have a bit of a history and that they're not commonly liked among their village folk. They introduced that Eric has some sort of unknown trauma or bad memories from his past. They introduced the concept of the withering, whatever the fuck that is. And they introduced an imaginary friend that Orson has named Zane, who is also known as the Man in the Fog. So we've got little nuggets. We got little nuggets of stuff. But I don't know. Will they get answered? Hopefully. The series is over, so I would assume they get answered. Can we have a break and some tunes? Well, we can definitely have a break. I don't know if we can play any music. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was watching a video essay on 13 Reasons Why Season 3. I watched the entirety of 13 Reasons Why as it came out. There were times where that show gave me panic attacks and I wasn't able to eat or sleep for several days because of the stuff that they cover. But at the same time, it was kind of a guilty pleasure of mine to watch that show. Play the dino game? Are you talking about the offline, like, dinosaur? Hang on. My keyboard's not built for my current setup. Put that over there. How do we actually... I can't turn the internet off because then the stream will go down. So how do I play it without doing that? Okay, easy. It's got an ad on there, but... Oh, Jesus, it's got a lot of ads on here. How do I get rid of that? Boonk. And can I get rid of this one? Boonk. Nope. I don't want to get a car off Temu, thank you. Why did it kick me out of the website? That was rude. Okay, I guess that one in the bottom can stay, I guess. Are you guys entertained? Ah! Oh no, there's an ad in the corner. Hang on, I gotta get rid of that. Get out of here. You're blocking my view. It's now frozen. Ooh, my computer does not like this website. Probably because of all the ads. Makes sense. Itching my brain. I don't know how to play it without going offline. Alright, I think this will do. Use chrome.//dino. I can do that. Yeah, especially because my arrows are doing that. Whoa. Oh, hi. How you doing? We're taking a break from Silent Hill Ascension at the moment, and chat has decided that they want me to play the offline dino game instead for a little bit. I'm just resting my hand because I've been taking notes while we've been watching. And the scene changes every like 2 minutes and I can't keep up. So we're just gonna decompress from the monstrosity that was episode 1. How are you? How are you doing? I can't look at the chat at the moment. I'm okay, now I can look at the chat. Mutt Raid. Hello everybody. Peak Twitch. This is peak Twitch content. I'm actually so curious. Does the offline dino game have its own category on Twitch? That would be really funny if that's the case. We could do like an entire 4-hour stream one day where it's just the dino game. This is so entertaining. Even I came. Hey Purple, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad that people enjoy this absolutely riveting content. Chat, would you say that the dino game is more or less entertaining than Silent Hill Ascension first episode? Like, what's your genuine opinion? Oh, is it Dino Game W or is it Silent Hill Ascension W? I feel like I know the answer to that. More? Yeah, I agree. Is that another raid? Hello? Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. We won't be doing this for too much longer. I just need a minute to rest my wrist. People go to the bathroom. People can have like a cute little snack or a bicky. And then we're gonna get back into Silent Hill Ascension. Oh, chat, look at me go. Hang on. If I can make it to the pterodactyls, I'll be happy. Where are the pterodactyls? Damn! Ugh. Take care of my raiders. I absolutely will. I will take very good care of your raiders. I promise. Alright, we're gonna have a real quick chat. This is the last one, I promise. This is the last run, and then we'll get back to it. Actually, wait. We have to wait for Skinner to get back. Skinner's gonna get the... What was it? The chicken crimpies or whatever they said? We'll wait for Skinner to get back, and then we'll get back into Silent Hill Ascension. I would be so sad if Skinner didn't have to suffer. I mean, enjoy this genuine masterpiece of Silent Hill content with us. Damn. What on God's green earth is a chicken crimpy? I don't know what a chicken crimpy is. Hang on. I don't know what a chicken crimpy is. What's a chicken crimpy? Oh, it's like a... What are these? Like, I feel like I'm Australian. I should know what these are. Okay, so chicken crimpy is a flavor of shape. I don't know if shapes exist outside of Australia. I'm gonna be so for real. But Just completely zoned out. I'm alright. How are you all? We're doing good. We're trying to figure out what a chicken crimpy is. It looks like it's a flavor of shapes. But this looks more like a chicken crimpy. What is it? What is this? So, is this a chicken crimpy melting potatoes? What is this? Baby Colaban or chat potatoes? Oh my god, we can use chat potatoes. Get in here, chat. We're gonna make a chicken crimpy, but make sure you bring your potato. If you don't bring a potato, you're not invited. Okay, yeah, no. So a chicken crimpy is literally just a flavor of shapes. Okay. Skinner's gonna come back and be like, why the fuck are you looking at my snacks? So I've never seen this flavor before. These chicken crimpy things. I've never seen this before. I got a bucket of potatoes. Okay, you are definitely invited. You're definitely invited to the barbecue. So this is a... Oh, apparently if I get a chicken crimpy, I can get an Xbox. Is that like a Ritz? No, Ritz is something very different. I'm sorry. Skinner! Perfect, you're back. We were so confused of what a chicken crimpy was. No, I know what shapes are. I'm pretty sure shapes are an Australian thing because they're owned by Arnott's, and Arnott's is an Australian company. But we had no idea what a chicken crimpy was, so we spent a little while trying to figure out what you meant when you said you were getting a chicken crimpy. Is this what you meant, by the way? Are you getting shapes? How have you never seen chicken crimpies? I don't know. I've just never seen a chicken crimpy before. Yes, okay. Mystery solved, chat. Mystery solved. So, if I was to explain shapes to you guys, think, I mean, I guess it's similar to a Ritz, but it's got more flavoring than a fucking Dorito chip. You know what I mean? At least they used to. The original recipe, which this one says here, like, Shapes Originals, these ones had, like, their slogan used to be flavor you can see, if Skinner remembers. They were so coded in their flavoring that, like, look at this. These are the pizza flavored ones, which were very popular. What's a bicky? Oh, I can answer this one. A bicky is a biscuit. Bicky is a biscuit, along with cheddar. Would you eat, like, a slice of cheddar with your chicken crimpies? I'm gonna turn off the shapes because now I just want a box of shapes, and I have no way of getting myself a box of shapes right now. Skinner, have you tried the most bogan flavored shape in existence at the moment? Have you tried the Vegemite shapes? The Vegemite shapes are pretty good. Goddamn Australians, I'm gonna have a seizure. Guys, come on, it's not that strange, right? You love them? Awesome, awesome. So, I love the Vegemite shapes because I'm not a huge fan of Vegemite, but I love the Vegemite shapes because it's not just the Vegemite you can taste, it's like Vegemite and cheese. Like, it's not just pure Vegemite. And then on top of that, the Vegemite flavored shapes are like shaped like little Australias, so you're like eating a little Australia every time you put these fucking Vegemite flavored biscuits in your mouth. It's so funny. I want the Game Grumps to try Vegemite products. That'd be so funny. I'm going to hug my what is that? Ushanka. Am I saying that correctly? What is that? Oh, those things. Oh, they're cute. I like those. Every time you say shapes, I'm thinking of triangle and octagons that are edible. That is literally what they are. That is literally what they are. They come in different shapes, eh? And, like, sizes, and they're all different flavors, and it's great. They're called shapes because they're shaped like shapes. Does that make sense? Stereotypical Slavic hat. Yeah, I see it. It's very cute. I like them. Okay. Are we ready? We need to stop stalling. I'd like to get through at least one more episode before this stream ends. So let's get on with chapter 2. If I hear shapes for one more goddamn time, what's wrong? What's wrong with shapes? Shapes are lovely. Skinner can vouch, at least the original recipe shapes were phenomenal. They changed the recipe like a few years ago, and literally all of Australia decided to boycott Arnott's until they brought the original shapes back. So now we have the new shapes, and we have shapes original. Sorry, I almost choked on my tea. Never liked barbecue. I liked barbecue. It wasn't my favorite. I really liked the pizza one, obviously. What's the green one that they used to have? I don't remember. I really liked the green one. The Vegemite ones are phenomenal. Like barbecue chips. See, I'm different. I really, really like the barbecue shapes. I don't like barbecue chips. It's just strange to me. I don't like them. Alright, we're getting distracted. Everyone have their snack. Everyone get a refill of their drink. Everyone ready to suffer through another 46 minutes at minimum of Silent Hill Ascension. Let's get going. Purple is pizza. Yeah, I do remember the pizza shapes are purple. Purple, are you pizza flavored? I'm losing brain cells. Why? We're just talking about traditional Australian snacks. I swear you need to have like I come from a land down under as a sound redeem. No, a better one would be like, oh, bloody Struth, mate.
Culture looks healthy. Closely watching the calcium build up. But for the next trial... Papa, what are...
Okay, hang on. So we're starting in Norway. We're trying to get back on track. Fuck all of you guys. Skinner, it's okay. Skinner, you don't have to defend the entirety of Australia in my chat. It's okay. Skinner, let them have their fun. It's fine. It's all fun and games until we ride our kangaroos right into their territory. And you might be thinking, but Sylv, Australia is an island. How are you going to get the kangaroos over there? And all I have to say is do not underestimate the capability of the Australian kangaroo. What's up, Dukes? No, Skinner, put them down. Let them fight the kangaroos. Lost the war to a bird. Mods, time out that guy. Mods, get rid of him. We don't talk about the bird war. We don't talk about it. Excellent. Unbelievable. The amount of disrespect that just happened in my chat. That's what I need to add. You know how most streamers have like chat rules that you have to agree to before you enter the chat? I need to have one, and then like at the bottom of the list it's like, we don't talk about the bird war. Okay. We're getting sidetracked. So we're in Norway right now. It was 2 blokes and a machine gun. Fuck off. Oh my god. We should do, Skinner, like a funny moments in Australian history stream. Where like we just bring up some of the weirdest like buck wild things that have happened in Australian history and just like confuse the fuck out of the Americans in chat. Yes, let's do it. Okay. You guys are distracting me and we've barely even started this episode. So Astrid's dad, I keep forgetting his name, so he's just gonna be known as Astrid's dad. Visits her at work. My fingers are getting real sore from all this writing. You should also have a model be turned into... The only reason I won't is because I know I have a couple of like semi-regulars who they don't hop into the chat a lot, but they lurk at the very least, who are like deathly afraid of spiders. And I really, really don't want to like scare, I guess, a bunch of people by putting just a Newcastle big boy on my screen without warning. That being said, That being said, snooze, my original species, like Rocher right here, have a lot of different species that they derive of. They're part bug, part deer, part bunny, part puppy, part, like, they've got a bunch of different parts to them. So I am thinking about making a snoo very, very loosely inspired by the Newcastle Big Boy, and it'll be really funny. I'm working on a Newcastle Big Boy snoo, and I'm working on a cicada snoo. And the idea is to kind of make them so cute that people kind of forget that they're spider inspired, you know what I mean? I'm afraid of spiders. Did you know something ridiculous, like 80% of all of the world's different species of spiders originate in Australia? Oh god, not a cicada. What do you have against cicadas? I have personal beef with cicadas. I hate them. Because I grew up in the West, born and raised. But now I'm a little bit, I moved to the East Coast for a little while. And then very recently, I'm talking like early December last year, I moved back out west, right? And the thing about that is I'm like ever so slightly in a more rural part of the West than I was when I lived with my parents. And so the second that there is even a slight hint of dryness in the air, all of these cicadas come out and they are so fucking loud, and they're loud all day. I swear to God, it's so, I've gone outside to go grocery shopping, and like within the first 10 minutes of being outside, I have the worst fucking migraine ever because these cicadas do not shut the fuck up. Now that we're heading into winter, we shouldn't have that issue for a while, which I'm very grateful for. I don't like cicadas, but I did think it would be really funny to have a snoo based off a cicada. I think that would be really, really funny. I'm so happy Australia is an island. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair and valid. The insects from there are from hell. Yeah, that's fair and valid. Yeah, I can't argue that. When we walked to the park as a kid, everyone always goes to the trees to find their sheddings. The cicada sheddings, yeah. I saw one a while ago, and it was huge. It was fucking massive, dude. Those things should not be allowed to grow that big. Alright, no, we keep getting distracted. No more talk about Australian culture and wildlife and history. We're here to talk about Silent Hill. God, I hope we can at least get through one more episode. Anyway, Silent Hill, yes. Am I allowed to have a flamethrower in Australia? No. That's what AI says. If the good is a flamethrower or similar device other than for warfare or like purposes, it must be for the use of an entertainment production or performance approved by the state or territory in which it is to be used, or for the purpose of fire prevention or fire control activities. So basically, if you're setting fire to things now to stop them from being set on fire later, or if you work in the entertainment industry and you can prove that you need the flamethrower for your performance, then yes. Although, I will say, a flamethrower is not going to get you very far in Australia. A flamethrower is not going to get you very far at all. I'm going to be so for real. Some of these creatures, you're on your own, dude. Like, we have spiders that can pierce through, like, proper leather shoes. Yeah, just, like, a flamethrower is not going to help you. I'm really sorry. They're used for roadworks, so probably. I didn't actually know that. Someone needs to dust the out corner. Listen, you guys are fine. I'm going back to the shotgun with birdshot. Good luck getting the shotgun through customs. Alright. Now can we continue Silent Hill? Yeah, for the painting of the lines. I don't think that's what that is, but but sure, okay.
What are you doing?
We're getting back
I
to
went
Silent
to
Hill
your
now. Everybody
place.
shut up.
I thought I was picking Orson up to take him to school, but he wasn't there. I was waiting there, scared to death.
I took him to school. I told you. I don't want you around him right now.
I should have known. Haugen told me you gave her the syringe. You really think I could do something so horrible?
Was Mama such a terrible person that she deserved to be murdered?
Who will watch him while you're working?
I'll figure something out. But it won't involve you.
I'm sorry you got roped into this. I'm sorry about a lot of things. I'm asking for forgiveness here. Begging for it. Please, Astrid. Can we just move on?
I'm not Mama. I'm not looking for you to grovel. I need you to do better as a grandfather than you did as a father. But it's too late for that. I don't want you around my son. And that's
Damn,
final.
that's rough. To dry and melt the glass? I think so. Actually, I think in grade school, one of my like best friend's mother had like something akin to a flamethrower. She did a lot of glass
Can I
work.
get another drink?
You look like hell.
Dude! We have been in this episode for like 2 minutes, and we're already going from Norway to Pennsylvania. Okay, we're in Pennsylvania now. We're following Toby. So Toby is drunk at a bar. Okay, and he seems to be getting approached by a woman. Oh, it's a player character!
You, need someone to talk to?
I'm not interested in joining your fucking cult.
Hey, relax. I'm not with them. Haven't said
Another
foot there in
redhead.
years.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
can assume that every redhead we
talking.
encounter is automatically a player character.
Something bad happened in there. With my
My dog is
sister.
storing like a fucking semi-truck. You poor thing.
Sounds about right. They start as a support group, tell you what you need to hear. But then, they make you need them. And when my partner died at the steel mill, they used my grief to rope me in. Assholes.
Sorry. About your partner.
Yeah, well, you should stay as far away from the Foundation as you can.
I can't.
What are you gonna do?
Still figuring that out.
Well, you didn't hear this from me. But I've got some family who I've been helping leave the Foundation. They don't know much, but they say something big's going down this week.
My friend Eric's a member. He might know more about it, but
He won't talk.
his Foundation-loving wife's got him by the balls.
Sounds to me
Okay.
like he's soft.
These player characters
strong
really
words,
don't need to
and he'd
exist, I
open you
feel.
right up.
Not sure I want to piss off the only friend I got left.
You could always play the heartstrings.
You mean beg? Like some kind of pathetic asshole?
I thought you were already a
Well,
pathetic asshole.
When you put it that way, you could always lie to him, trick him into telling you. Like I said, sounds like he's soft.
I gotta
Player
hit the
character,
head.
you have no reason to be here. Can you bug off? Are we going back to Norway now? No, we're not. Okay.
Hello?
Oh, I think he encounters, like, the spirit of joy again. I think this is the section where we drew our recreation
Joy?
of what joy looks like in the other world. Now this is very old, so I'm not gonna put it back up, but Spirit of Joy. Joy was his sister's name, and the sister is dead. Now we're back in Norway. Okay, hang on. In the bathroom, Toby hears a woman crying and throwing up, and that's going to be the end of the note because nothing of substance happened there. Literally the only note, I only have 2 notes from that section. So Norway, I only have 1 note. Astra's dad visits her at work to say he was taking Orson to school, and they continue to fight as Astra doesn't want him in her life. 1 note. Pennsylvania, I have 2 notes. Toby is drunk at the bar. Player character explains the Foundation lures people in at their lowest and makes them rely on them. And in the bathroom, Toby hears a woman crying and throwing up. And now we're back at Norway. Do you see how this story literally cannot function cohesively with how much it's jumping around? Like, I'm sure you guys are getting more whiplash than I am, but as someone who's trying to actually take notes and focus on the story, like, this is a hot mess. Judging by the sound, they're very joyful. They were very joyful. They're dead now, unfortunately. Alright, we're back in Norway. So the father is at a bar now.
Another double?
Just leave me the bottle, Leo.
I can't do that in good conscience, friend. What's happened now?
It's Astrid. She thinks I killed her mother.
How could she think that?
She betrayed me to the police. And now, Haugen's threatening to charge me with murder. Murder, Leo! I just know Haugen won't leave us alone until she's charged me with murder.
Maybe you do need this.
Okay. Who else is here? What else is going on?
I think someone else did it.
Who?
Okay, so this is the first we're hearing of this.
No. There was something on the farm that night.
Have you told Haugen this?
She'd think I was
He
crazy.
saw someone in the
Carl, you have to tell the police immediately. If you don't do it, I will. I've got a friend down at the station, and
I don't think I should make more trouble.
Any more than you're already in.
I just wish Ingrid was here. She'd know what to do.
So the bartender wants
tell
him
you to
to
listen to your friend.
confess.
Take it. It's good scotch. It deserves to be savored, not wasted on a wreck like me.
Don't let that Haugen intimidate you. Just tell her the truth, and you'll be fine.
Are we back in Pennsylvania again? We are. Oh my god. Chad, we thought that the transitions between scenes was bad in episode 1. In episode 1, we had, like, at maximum, it looks like 1 scene transition per page. No, at max, we had 3 scene transitions per page. This is the first page of the notes for chapter 2, and this is already the 4th transition. I don't understand who on the team thought that telling a story in this fashion was a good idea. This is terrible. Chocobo Chaser was more pleasant than this. Actually, it's more equal to each other. At least in Chocobo Chaser, you don't have, like, the corkboard and the red string trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, at least you knew what was happening. Alright, let's carry on. This is something else. Next time, watch Enemies Blue. I don't know what that is. Are you in the Discord server? If you're not, !Discord. But if you are in the Discord server, send me a snippet on the server. Okay, so Rachel, I think she's back at the Foundation. So she sees a lot of people.
Are you okay?
need to do the ritual as soon as possible. It's getting worse.
Have you decided who will be helping you perform the ritual?
I want Krista to do it.
What?
I want you to perform the ritual on me.
Rachel, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but are you okay?
Yeah.
I actually like that the community, this was one of the community choices. You had the choice to pick like someone you barely know, your husband or Krista, to do the ritual with you. And Krista's the one that's kind of been judging you and having a go at you the entire time that the story has been going on. But for some reason, the community chose Krista to be the one to help Rachel perform the ritual. And I don't really have words for it, but I really like that the community was like, no, we know that Krista doesn't get along with us well, but she seems to know what she's doing. We're gonna get Krista to do the ritual with us. So that was a good decision on the community, in my opinion. So Rachel asks, I literally just said her name. What was it? Krista to perform. What was the ritual called? Checks notes. It was the Ritual of Clarity. Alright, there we go.
Be a good thing.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, I think this was a good decision.
Now, if that's all,
And Mrs.
I'd
Blue
like to
is a
speak to
TF2
Rachel alone.
fan-made film. Oh, cool.
Rachel, during our investigation into Joy's death, you seemed uncertain of things.
Well, between Joy and the visions,
Don't be. I spoke with Xavier. He told me your story.
Okay.
You've overcome a lot. You can stop all of this. You are special. I just need you to believe it. Good girl. Now then, tell me more about your daughter.
Oh my god, and we're back in Norway. Guys, I'm getting too much whiplash. Hang on. It is so hard to keep track of these notes, man. We're back in Norway. This looks like Astrid's just
The
at
house is so
home.
quiet without Orson here.
Oh, she's talking to
You
her
really
dad.
were serious about keeping him away from me.
Yes. And it will remain that way until...
You're sure I'm innocent?
Have you thought about what you're going to tell Detective Haugen about what happened to Mama?
I'm sure you have an opinion.
I think you know what I'm going to say.
You want me to confess to a crime I didn't commit?
I want you to tell the truth.
Yeah,
I
but
talked to Britt.
to you, the truth is that he
Told her
did
what
it.
happened.
Is she coming back home?
I begged her, but she's still so angry. I think it would mean a lot if you reached out.
I doubt she would listen to me. She hates me almost as much as she hated Mama. It just
I
makes me
didn't catch
angry, you know?
the person's
Her mother's
name.
dead, and her own father
Okay, so
has to
sister.
beg her to come home. Maybe I'll call just to give her a piece of my mind.
Please don't do that. We've all been through so much already.
I just wish she hadn't left us when she did. But I get why she did it.
Maybe tell her that. She would appreciate it.
I don't know. She'd probably think I was patronizing her.
Try.
My fingers
For
really
me.
hurt from all this writing.
Your mother.
Um,
I just want to see you sisters close again. You'll regret it if you don't.
are we gonna be back in Pennsylvania? Yes. Guys, obviously, drink responsibly. Maybe take a shot every time there's a scene transition. Maybe do that, because we're not even 10 minutes in yet. I think we're like, what, 8 minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is transition 6. Back in Pennsylvania, boys. We should have a sound redeemed. It's just me screaming, we're back in Pennsylvania, boys. Good grief. Alright. I'll take a hit for every scene transition. Do it. I would be on the floor dying of alcohol poisoning already. You and me both. You and me both. I can't do drinking games in the form of shots. I have like a tiny, tiny sip of my like pre-mixed drink so that I don't fucking die. But I feel like even if I did that in this game, I would die of alcohol poisoning. I think sips would be wiser in this case. Yeah, probably for the best. Probably for the best if you could do sips, not shots. It's not alcohol, but it's close enough. You know what? Fine. Whatever floats your boat, guys. This is such a terrible way to tell a story. Oh, well, it's Toby.
You here?
Okay, so he's at the laundromat to try and see Eric. But he's having like a weird...
Toby!
Okay, so he's having some sort of like PTSD episode.
Toby. What are you doing here? I wanted to talk to you.
About what?
I need your help.
Yeah, sure.
I heard there was some kind of meeting at the Foundation.
You know I can't talk about that stuff with you.
Please. I think it has something to do with Joy.
I don't know, man. Rachel's not good.
What do we have to do? Beg?
I mean, look he's
man,
only a
not in
newbie
a
to
good
the
place right
Foundation,
now.
so he probably doesn't even have
And
the
you're the only
answers
friend
you
I
need.
got left. So just, please, help me out here.
Okay. Okay. But you gotta get some help, man. Rachel's not gonna want me hanging out with you anymore. There's this ritual they're asking Rachel to prepare for.
What kind of ritual?
They don't tell me much.
When is it?
Tomorrow night.
Thanks. Wait, what are you gonna do? Toby! Toby!
You should have asked that before you gave him the info that he wanted. I'm gonna be so for real. This guy seems pretty unhinged.
Foundation. It's never-ending goddamn fog. Joy?
He's being... do you reckon the fog will take him to the other world, or you reckon he's just gonna keep seeing those hallucinations that he was seeing? Because it could go either way at the moment. Okay, hallucination.
What's wrong?
Oh shit.
It's not like you've never seen this before. Remember?
No, no, no.
You were too drunk to even help me.
What do you want from me?
Answers! Justice! Blood!
I'm gonna write down in quotes, "You were too drunk to help me," because that'll be important to his backstory later.
It should come to no surprise that we
Oh!
found puncture marks on your
Can we
wife's
stay
body.
in one location for more than like 5 minutes? Please. You were too drunk to help me. That's gonna be important later. Scene transition. Welcome to Norway, everybody. Alright, here we go. We're back in Norway. This story is a hot fucking mess. I'm trying to find videos of just one place at a time. Has anyone done that? Has anyone compiled just the Pennsylvania story and just the Norway story? Because if they haven't, I will very likely just screen record the episodes and put them together myself. Because this is such a convoluted fucking mess. It's so difficult to keep these stories cohesive. And I get what they were trying to go for, but I just don't think it worked.
The syringe Astrid turned over to us had traces of morphine. I spoke with Ingrid's doctor. She was never prescribed morphine. How did you get it, Carl? Did you steal it from the hospital? Your daughter's lab?
There was someone or something in the house that night. I could see them through the bedroom window with Ingrid. They were...
These fairy tales again, Carl.
I don't know what I saw. I didn't want you to think I was crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. I think you're lying. And the only people who...
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to see this.
Are you sure?
Yes. We checked twice.
Mr. Johansson, you're free to go.
Ooh, what were the papers that she saw?
Your wife died of complications from her illness.
Okay.
We have no cause to hold you.
I'm free to go?
For now.
Stop, if we're back in Pennsylvania, I swear to fucking God. Okay, no, we're still in Norway.
Hello?
Hey, it's Astrid.
Give me 1 second. I need to catch up with what was in the last scene. Autopsy shows Ingrid died from illness, so Dad is free to go. I keep calling him Dad because I still don't know his name. Okay, so we are now with Astrid. Astrid sitting. Wasn't it Carl? I mean, probably, but I've got him as Dad from like all of my notes. So if they say his name again and it is Carl, then I'll add it to the notes. But so far, he's the one name that I can't remember. On a bench, she's on the phone. As Orson plays in the fog. Is this where we meet Zane? We haven't met Zane yet. Kane, it had a Y in it. It had a Y in it? Really? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me these questions. He's just called the father or dad in my notes.
I heard you spoke to Papa. About Mama? Britt?
You've got food? Excellent. What kind of food is it?
What happened? I'm sorry.
Orson! Stay where Mommy can see.
How's Papa doing?
Not good. He just kept talking about how it wasn't his fault.
So, just a regular day? Passing the blame?
Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a funeral. I know you said...
I'm not coming. I told Papa so I wouldn't have to tell you.
Look, if she doesn't want to go to the mother's funeral, then I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
You do?
Yeah.
Mama was terrible to you. I don't hold it against you for escaping while you could.
Escape? Like how I tried to drown myself in boosts and pills to forget everything?
Well, yeah, that is a form of escapism.
Even at 3 months sober.
Well, yeah, it's a terrible thing.
Escape
but
anything, Astrid. And I'm sure as hell not coming back home to relive it.
You know what? That's valid. If she doesn't want to come home, don't make her.
Damn it!
Mashed potatoes, a bunch of veggies, and 2 rice cakes.
Orson.
That's awesome.
Orson!
Orson goes missing in
Orson?
the fog.
What the hell is happening?
And Astrid
Orson?
enters the other world. Ooh.
Orson!
Okay. Ooh, is that another person? No, that's a creature. Damn, that would have been interesting. Ooh, there is another person. Do you see the bat?
You killed him.
Better it than us.
I think that's a player character, considering it doesn't have an accent.
Where are we? Have you seen a little boy?
I've seen lots of things. Maybe one of them was a boy. Maybe not. Nothing's as it seems here.
What is that? That's Orson's. Maybe he knows where my son is.
How do you even know they're human? Here, take this.
I don't like weapons.
You'll need it.
What? Am I supposed to club him over the head? What if he knows where my son is?
You can go right up and ask for all I care. But I'd bring that if I were you.
That's so interesting.
Wait!
Off the top of my head, I don't think we've seen humans engage with other legitimate humans in the other world, but I'm not accounting for the American titles.
Are you coming home then?
And realistically, I think they did it in Silent Hill 4, but I don't remember.
Telling me how she gets me.
She's just trying to reach out to you.
Where was that when I was in rehab, Papa? Look, maybe you can come visit me after the funeral. After things have calmed down. Papa? Are you there?
Yeah. I'll call you later. Eva?
You should see this.
Ooh, we haven't seen Ava in a while. Or Eva.
What is that?
I think something fed here. There's something out there. In the woods.
Did you see something, Eva?
You've seen it too.
Where did you get that gun?
I thought I should protect myself. I was hoping you'd show me how to use it.
Your mother would kill me if she found out. I should take it away from you.
She hasn't seen what we've seen.
I'll think on it. I said I think on it. Now go on home.
Is it just me? Okay, hang on. Let me finish my note and then I'll go on with my thought. So, all that, and he lets her walk away with the gun. Okay, so here's my thing. Is it just me? Or does it feel like Eva has a thing for the dad? I could be reading that completely and entirely wrong, and someone please tell me that that is completely and entirely wrong, because if that's the case, that's a little weird, because I don't know how Eva knows the dad. I just know that Eva knows the dad. I don't know if they're related in any way. Maybe it's got to do with why the village doesn't like the Johansons. But the way that Eva kind of talks to him is a little bit weird. And it feels like either she might be coming on to him, or this is a James and Maria situation. Because we already know that they're trying to replicate elements of Silent Hill 2 because, you know, the mother was bedbound ill and then whoopsie, she's dead. And people are like, did you do it? And he goes, I didn't do it. Maybe he did it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Eva is also supposed to replicate a similar part of this story. But I don't know. It just feels a little bit uncomfortable the way that she talks to him, considering how young she looks. Now, the real question, are we still in Norway or are we going back to Pennsylvania? Because that was the longest time that we have stayed in one location this entire episode, so I feel like we're going back to Pennsylvania. Ooh, I can't quite tell yet. Yep, this is Pennsylvania.
To bear witness to our beloved sister Rachel, who has come to spill her blood, not just for those gathered here, but for the sake of all in
So
this
this is the ritual of cleansing.
The withering
or something?
ends tonight. Now, do you have anything to say before we begin?
To end the withering.
I still don't know why Joy died, but my doubts, my lack of faith, have put us all at risk. So tonight, I submit myself to the purifier's
Okay, so this is supposed to be the ritual of cleansing to end the withering, which we still don't know what the withering is.
Yes.
You know what happens? if
Taking
the
a hit,
purifier
also I
judges
sneezed.
you
Bless you.
unfavorably?
I do.
Then who have you chosen to perform the ritual?
I ask my fellow acolyte, Krista.
I hoped it would be me.
Yeah, because you just want to cut me open. Okay, Toby.
You fucking murderers!
Toby Molotov's the ritual, okay.
Toby, what are you doing?
It looks like she's losing too much blood. Maybe Krista cut too deep.
What the fuck is this?
Xavier? What's happening?
Eric?
What is that?
The entire place got brought to the other world. Oh, we're back in Norway. Hang on. I wasn't done with my Pennsylvania notes. Hang on, wait. When she awakens, they're all... I'm assuming they're all in the other world. Okay, there. Let's fucking go. Bro bought no weapons besides that Molotov. That Molotov was all he had. And I reckon the only reason he had the Molotov is because the spirit of his dead sister said that she wanted the foundation burned to the ground, and he took that literally and figured that the only way he'd be able to take them down was if they literally burned to the ground, which is why he bought a single Molotov. He's drunk. What do you expect? I expect him to have a little more respect for the alcohol that he bought, you know? Like, I imagine, considering the kind of character that he's presented himself as, he doesn't have an awful lot of money. So, I don't know, alcohol's expensive. Why would you waste it on a Molotov? Like, I'm sure you... I don't know. I'm being too judgmental. Let him burn down whatever he wants to burn down. Anyway, we're back in Norway. And our baby girl Astrid is still in the other world. Astrid. Still in other world. Alright, let's continue. When I was drunk, I brought a knife just to help someone bring a heavy briefcase up on the 5th floor. What's your point? He brought absolutely nothing. I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy seems kind of pathetic, I'm gonna be honest.
Why are you following me?
Hey, are you okay?
Okay, so he brought out of the other world.
What? Is this your son?
See what
He
I mean
says
about
you're
the
his
player
mother.
characters? Look at this. Look at this player character. Femme presenting, full on beard. Again, a redhead. Every player character we have seen so far has been a redhead. Like, I'm missing context. So, this was an interactive show that had a lot of pay-to-play elements to it. And if you paid enough money or you gained enough IP, which were influence points, which you could buy with money, you could have your avatar put into the series. But people very quickly realized how weird and not particularly well structured this series was. And so they would make really, like, they would use the limited resources they had to make the strangest looking character that they could. And then they would pay money to have their character show up in the story. And again, I just think it's funny that all the player characters we've seen so far have been redheads.
Orson. I found him wandering by the docks an hour ago.
An hour? He was just here.
You didn't even know he was missing?
There was a man in the fog.
You're a Johansson, aren't you? I know about you and your family. I called Child Services.
Wait, what?
You were gone a while.
Mama, are you mad at me? It was just a game.
No, Angel. I'm not mad.
Anyway, I'm sure they'll contact you. Given your family's history, I suggest you tell them what they need to hear.
I lost my ball.
That's okay, Angel. I'll get you a new one.
Are they gonna come take me away?
No, sweetheart. I will
Because she
never
was a
let that
Johansson,
happen.
I should put that in notes. Oh great. Alright, we're back in Pennsylvania. Hang on one second. Oh goodness. Quite the workout on my arm today. Okay, so they're all in the other world together now. I'm assuming because of this ritual. I need more Silent Hill to my movie. I mean, Silent Hill has 2 official movies. I've seen the first one. The first one was aight. Apparently, Silent Hill fans loved it. I think it's aight. I haven't been able to watch the second one. And apparently, there's a 3rd one coming soon, which is based off of Silent Hill 2, which is really fun. What the fuck is going on in this town? Why won't they leave it? Why won't they leave it with all of this weird shit happening? I don't know. Well, the guys in Pennsylvania won't leave because they think that this is part of their belief system as the cult known as the Foundation. So they believe in this creature called the Purifier, which we believe we may or may not have seen earlier. And the other world is supposedly where this Purifier thing comes from. I still don't know if the Foundation is connected to the cult in the original Silent Hill, because I'm gonna be so honest, I've forgotten what the name of that cult was. But I don't think they're connected, like, at all. And this is a different cult surrounded by the other world, which makes sense, in my opinion. In Silent Hill, the safest country must be Russia. It's so funny you say that, actually, because didn't Silent Hill, the short message, take place in Russia? Hang on. It was either Russia or Germany. Okay, it was Germany. It wasn't Russia. It was one of the 2. Never mind. Oh god, no. No, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe. It's fine. It's fine. It was Germany. It wasn't Russia. It was Germany. It's okay. Relax. Relax. It's okay. It's cool. Breathe. Deep breath in and deep breath out. You're fine. It's cool. It was Germany. It wasn't Russia. You're fine. Don't even worry about it. Shh. Shh. It's okay. Shh. I heard the ghost of Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Did anyone else hear that? No. I haven't watched Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life since, like, high school. Imagine an Australian Silent Hill. Konami. I'm just saying. Konami. Please? Please? I'll help you. Please. I promise I'll make it good. I promise. Let's have an Australian Silent Hill. Like, unironically though, I've had ideas for a Silent Hill story for a long time, and if I can put it in Australia, I'm gonna put it in Australia. I'm just saying. I'm just picturing the Gomkin Russian Silent Hill. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I haven't had a chance to try my cinnamon bun Oreos since we started, and I brought them with me to eat on this stream, so I'm gonna try one of those. It definitely tastes like a cinnamon roll. You know what this makes me miss? This makes me miss the birthday cake flavored Oreos. Because, like, I remember being like, how the fuck do you flavor birthday cake? Because birthday cake can be any flavor you want. And then I ate the Oreo and I was like, that is a birthday cake. And I miss it. Because it's the only birthday cake flavored thing I've ever tried that actually tasted like birthday cake. To be honest, if Silent Hill happened in Russia, it would end really quick. I think the interesting thing to do would be to put it further in the past. You know? I think that would be a fun thing to do. Because with today's, like, Silent Hill would be very different if it happened in today's day and age, if that makes sense. Alright. We're in Pennsylvania. They're in the other world. What's happening?
What is this?
I don't know.
This creature came around. This is the purifier creature that we saw. We don't know if it's the purifier,
Rachel!
but...
Rachel! Are you okay?
Oh,
You were
okay.
screaming.
So they weren't in the other world. It was a vision. Oh no, they are in the other world.
Did you see it?
No, baby. I didn't see anything.
Oh no, they're not. The lighting is making it confusing.
Somebody help me! What the fuck, Toby? You almost killed us, man! You have no idea what happened here, do you? I knew that some fucked up shit was happening in here. But summoning monsters and shit?
Oh, he saw the
I'm not gonna
monsters!
be quiet about it.
No one will believe you.
We'll see about that.
He saw
Make
it.
sure he leaves the property.
Don't you fucking touch me.
Toby, he saw it too.
We all did.
It's spreading.
I warned you about her, Xavier.
Wait, so they
I
all
knew
saw
this would
it?
happen.
Krista!
Are you really still defending her? After everything we just...
Enough. Rachel was right.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Clearly we've missed something.
Hang on. Question mark. So, the last time we were in Pennsylvania, we started the ritual of the cleansing in order to end the withering, whatever the fuck the withering is. Toby threw the Molotov, and because the beginning of the ritual, Rachel had her wrist slit by, what was her name again? I forget, it doesn't matter. She had her wrist slit and she passed out shortly after the Molotov was thrown. When she, quote-unquote, awakens, they are all in the other world, and there's this monster that's, like, facing them. Then, we come back to Pennsylvania, and they see the monster, and they do the whole, like, Rachel, wake up, which implies that it was a vision, and then she didn't actually see the monster because she was unconscious. But now they've just said that everyone saw the creature, so what happened? Did she wake up and then pass out again? Because that's the only way this makes sense, is if she passed out, woke up in the other world, saw the creature, passed out again, and then woke up in the quote-unquote normal world. So I'm gonna put like a little note here in blue, just like to as something that I want to touch on later. Because that's mega confusing. Silent Hill taking place at the end of a war and a soldier is returning home, or is he? Lean more into Jacob's Ladder. They've actually already done that. They've already done that. It was Silent Hill Downpour, I believe. Once they stop numbering the Silent Hills, that's when I get lost. No, it wasn't Downpour. It was Silent Hill Homecoming. Silent Hill Homecoming was a military man coming home after the war. Not that one, though. Do it better. I mean, this could be the start of me rewriting a bunch of different projects. We can add Silent Hill Homecoming to the list. The withering is when you sleep deprive until 7 a.m. and you just start taking withering damage like in Minecraft. That's so fun. I wish that that's what it is. My god, Russian Silent Hill in the 90s. That'd be a god tier game. I'm just saying, Konami, we have a lot of potential in this chat right now. We've got some good ideas forming. We have 20 minutes of episode 2 left, but we have an hour of the stream left. And I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I need to pee. So chat, you can continue like brainstorming whatever you want for Silent Hill. Let's say that this rewrite is a group project now, okay? We're all in this together. You don't have a choice in the matter. Keep yourselves entertained for a little bit. I'm gonna go take a pee and brace myself for the next 20 minutes of this episode. Chat, what the fuck? Why do you guys always set fire to my chat while I'm walking away? Why is this a thing that happens? Sylv, help. I'll try my best. You're fine, you're fine. I'm back now. I've got you. I've got you all. Oh no, is Skinner going speepy? I'ma hop off now. Now that not that this isn't entertaining, but my dad is calling me to help him with video game stuff. Oh, okay. Good night, Skinner. Have a lovely night. I'm jealous that you don't have to sit through the rest of this, but at the same time, this was my own volition. Molotov threw Toby threw the Molotov so hard the chat is on fire. You guys, stop it. Silent Hill, but all the bad guys get shot by the secret police and it all ends in like 10 minutes. It was Toby. That's the best reason, good night. Toby lit the chat on fire with the mod. You know what? I can't even be mad at that. That's pretty funny. Oh, alright. I'll let you guys off the hook this time, since clearly it was nobody's fault but Toby's. And it looks like Toby's about to get arrested anyway, so I don't think it really matters.
Radcliffe's teachings are clear.
Yet we cannot deny what we've seen tonight. Go home. Get what rest you can.
But Barbara,
we will stop this.
Okay.
Don't tell me to calm down. You all saw that thing,
Whoa,
too.
is the episode lagging?
And
What was
let's not
that?
forget that lunatic who fucking firebombed us.
That's enough. The withering has spread to us. The blight has to be stopped.
Okay.
And what about Rachel?
There's a lot of
Is she
words
blighted
there.
now too?
Rachel has been chosen by the Purifier. She...
I don't believe this.
The source of the withering has yet to be found. Until then, we must remain united, vigilant.
And what about Toby? Whether we like it or not, he's in this now too.
Toby will continue to complicate things. He should be dealt with first, kept on a tight leash.
He and Eric are friends. I can get him to talk to Toby, get him to back down and lay low.
Good. Use their friendship to get him to see reason.
No, Toby is unpredictable. He's captive to his emotions. We need to keep him calm.
Okay, so they're trying to figure out what to do with
Am I
Toby.
the only one who was paying attention? Toby.
You
thinks
heard of
we
the
summoned a
American town so
monster,
haunted it's
that
illegal
we
to
can
enter?
control
No.
it.
Tell
We
me
can
about it.
use that.
I'll talk to Eric.
Are we... Oh, okay. I do remember this, but I need to finish up what's happening with Rachel. This is a very... we got a really, really long Norway segment earlier, and I think now we're gonna get a really long Pennsylvania segment. At least I hope so. I don't like this, how fast these scenes transition. Silent Hill at the Winchester house might be cool. Oh god. That I could get behind. I'd watch a whole season of that. Is this how Ohio and Detroit look? No, I have no idea. I've never been to either of those places. Maybe Rogue can give us an idea. Rogue, is this what Ohio and Detroit look like? So Toby's at a liquor store.
You really messed up this time. You're paying for that, Sorelli.
It's not my fault. You didn't see it.
Always running, always numbing. You can't keep running, Toby. It's your fault. All of it. Me. The mill.
It's not my fault!
Hey! Do I gotta call the cops? I'm sure they'd love to get the call. Finally put you away after that shit you pulled at the mill. Yeah, you think I forgot about that? You think this town's forgotten?
Look, I'm trying to make it right.
You want to make things right? Make peace
Oh yeah,
with
did you
your
see
past?
that player character?
You start by taking...
They stick out like sore thumbs, all of them. Alright, a player character is telling him to take accountability, I guess. So player character... I'm gonna write hammers in the concept of the mill, because we really didn't need the player character to mention the mill. I think simply Joy bringing it up on its own would have been powerful enough, but it's kind of a bit too heavy-handed when the player character brings it up. Hammers in the mill in quotes, and says Toby needs to take accountability, basically. I'm guessing the mill incident is why Toby is giving off such major unemployed energy. But who knows? Is Toby purple? He seems like one. I mean, he's jobless, he's angry, he's a raging alcoholic, and he lost his sister earlier. So if you want to associate him with the color purple, be my guest. But I don't know. Kind of like a mucky, like, rusty, mud brown.
Responsibility. Apologize to the people you hurt.
Apologize? They should be saying sorry to me. Anything goes wrong in this town, it's always Toby fucking Sorelli.
You're the town drunk.
Even when I'm doing something right, it's wrong.
You think what you did at the mill was right?
I'm done being this town's whipping boy. I'll make peace with my past by doing what I always do. Telling it to fuck off.
Unemployed alcoholic applies to me too. I mean, fair. Oh, we're back in Norway. Hang on 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. My words are getting less and less eligible as we continue. I have a really weak nerve in my left elbow, and my setup for taking notes is not optimal, and so now my nerve is like really sore, but I gotta commit to it. Even though I'm kind, I think, I don't know, I'm dumb. Look, I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure you're fine. I don't think you should be lumped in with someone like Toby.
Is that their grave?
Oh, it's Eva.
I found another one of those piles. Felt like I should give it a proper burial.
What do you think did this? I found a dead rabbit once. It was gutted head to toe. I didn't even recognize it, just matted fur and flesh. So I scooped it out. Took it home to study. Mama was very angry with me. Maybe what killed that rabbit did this too.
The people around here don't like my family very much. This wouldn't be the first time we've been harassed.
Why are they angry with you?
It's getting dark. You should go home. I don't think it's safe out here.
So you'll teach me to shoot?
I haven't decided.
But you said it's not safe.
Eva, get behind me. Eva, no!
Oh, this is a separate creature to the one we saw before.
I missed.
Go home, Eva.
But...
I said go home.
Stop. I know we're back with Toby. I need to catch up with the Norway notes. Things are happening way too fast. So Eva found the dad. She mentions the rabbit, town harassment. How do I put into words what happened with that dog just then? It wasn't a dog, clearly, but let's go with Otherworld. Dog approaches. Eva misses the shot. Dad kills it. It's a Norwegian dog. It was very much a dog. I'd pet it. I mean, If you want to risk potentially losing your hand, then fine. Eva asks again to be taught to shoot. But is sent home. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dudleytown, Connecticut. That's the town. Legend says the first family to settle there in the 18th century were cursed or something. The father did back in Europe. But things there went wrong, very wrong. People went nuts, spirits taking shape in the shadows and the mist, and possessions. Eventually, people dipped. Anyone who tries to visit usually doesn't come out unscathed. And you said it was illegal to enter. I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a great ghost tour opportunity. That is exactly what I was thinking. That is exactly what I was thinking. Go on a ghost tour for like your birthday or an anniversary, come out a little bit traumatized. Sounds perfect. It's illegal to enter. But how do they mandate that? Asking for a friend. How do they mandate that? I would absolutely go. I wouldn't by myself. There's no way in hell I'd go somewhere like that by myself. I'd have to find some people to drag in. I could be paid. Yeah, I agree with that. But how do they mandate that? I'm asking for a friend, obviously. While that's happening, we're back in Pennsylvania. Is Pennsylvania 1N or 2Ns? I keep alternating between 1N and 2Ns. I think it's 2. I will pay to go there. Pick your companion. Oh god. We should do like our first ever Twitch streamer meetup we're doing in that ghost town. Come at your own risk. Alright, we're back in Pennsylvania. We've got 15 minutes of stream left. It's in a place called the Dark Entry Forest that should have been a dead giveaway, but it's what? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm learning about this right now. Not entirely sure, but I wouldn't want to. Something there is very wrong with the land. Sure. But it'd make a great story if you came out alive.
Toby. Toby.
What do you want from me?
Answers. Justice. Blood.
I tried that, remember? Look, I'm sorry. For everything. I was a shitty brother. I know that.
Okay.
I can't change what I did. What I didn't do. But I'm asking you to forgive me. Can't that be enough? Joy?
Yeah, they should have turned her into a monster at this point. This is the part of the story where I kind of played around with her character design and I turned her into like a creature. I'm not happy with how that creature looks, so I might redesign it. But I think they should have turned her into a monster instead of just keeping her regular like, character.
No. Stay away from me! Stay away from me!
So I'm gonna write Joy vomits up Rachel and Toby runs. That's my note. We're back in Norway. Stop. I'm in such a rush to write my notes that I wrote Toby's name in lowercase. Oopsie. Alright, so all we got in that Pennsylvania section is that Toby is still being haunted by Joy, and then Joy vomited up Toby, and no, Joy vomited up Rachel, and then Toby ran away. To be or not to be? Stop it. Chat. Sylv, just because I can kill spirits and open portals to hell doesn't mean I want to fight dark elves or worse. I mean, that's fair. That's your prerogative? Is that the word? I don't know. That's your decision. Yay, you got it. Toby. Stop it. You can't make fun of him like that. He's traumatized, I think. I have no idea. Alright, we're back in Norway. That's your purple.
So sorry I'm late. Another client went over our time.
Oh, you must be...
Aurora, from the Barnavane.
Sorry. I had an image in my mind of what Barnavane social worker would be.
Cold, cryptic, ready to snatch your child because you sneezed funny?
Yes.
Something like that.
I know there are scary stories about us, but I find openness and kindness yield the best results. Now, can you talk to me about what happened when you lost track of your son?
It's my fault. I turned around for a second and he was gone. The fog was really thick that day.
There is an awful lot of fog in this town. I
Yeah,
had some
you
trouble
don't
with
say.
it myself today. I'll consider that in my report, but that's no excuse going forward. You need to keep a closer eye on your child. Now, about the person who reported the incident. They said you were hiding, away from the crowd. Why was that?
Obviously, that's ridiculous. I was looking for him.
By hiding?
Well, no,
May I meet him?
Of course. Orson, can you come here, Angel?
It's nice to meet you, Orson. I'm Aurora.
I lost my bone.
Sorry, I bumped the microphone with my
Well, where
book.
could it be?
I gave it to Zane, but
Ooh, okay, so
he
I'm mentioning
lost it.
Zane again.
That's his imaginary friend.
Now I don't have anything to play with.
Orson, you have plenty of toys. He really does.
It's 'cause I wanted to share with Zane.
Well, that is a very nice thing to do.
Orson, why don't you play close by while Aurora and I finish chatting?
Obviously, the Barnavane takes child neglect seriously. But I'm not interested in removing a child unless absolutely necessary.
I did not neglect my child.
I'd like to set a few more meetings to confirm things have settled down for you two. Maybe you can start with a gesture to show that his needs are important to you. He mentioned wanting a new toy.
He's always been drawn to my childhood dolls. My mother ridiculed him for it, but I suppose with her gone, there's no harm in it.
Give the boy his dolls.
He has to have some nice memories of her. Maybe a doll that helps him remember her fondly.
He's close with my father.
Yeah, but your
Maybe a
father...
little hunter.
Yeah.
Though I never liked having him around guns. Even toys.
I understand you're a scientist? That's a wonderful thing for a child to aspire to.
I try not to smother him with my influence. Bad memories from my mother.
Oh, it never ends. I'll be in touch soon to set a follow-up. Until then.
We're gonna go back to Pennsylvania. Hey! Alright, give me a second. I have to write the subtitle. We're back in Pennsylvania. Chat, which one of you motherfuckers let me take notes about this? My hand, actually my arm, is cramping up so bad, and I refuse to take accountability for my own decisions, which means it's your fault. Look at this. You can't look at it because I'm not on camera, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm on the 13th page and we are 2 episodes in. We're not even 2 full episodes in. Sorry, you can blame me. Purple, it is your fault. I cannot believe that you decided to let me do this. Nuh-uh. The fuck you mean, nuh-uh? I thought it would be nice if you kept track of stuff happening. I mean, it kind of is, because now when the game pulls, like, some weird bullshit, I can be like, actually, and I can go through my notes. But, like, ow? I need my hand to do my work tomorrow? Ow? It's your fault, Opal. I don't know if I can forgive you, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Good to be home, huh?
I'm joking, of course.
So are we ever gonna talk about what happened the other night?
How did Toby know about the ritual?
Mommy, you're home!
Hi, sweetie.
I was scared today, but then I remembered the girl in the stone castle.
That's good, honey. Remember, the purifier keeps us safe.
Really?
Go get your PJs on. I'll be in soon.
Okay.
He begged me, Rach. He's in a really bad place. I had to tell him something.
That's exactly what makes him dangerous. He's taking advantage of you, Eric. Playing off your empathy.
He just seems so desperate. I kept thinking about when we all first met, how we were all friends. Maybe a part of me was hoping we could go back to that.
I don't think
you know
you
that's
can.
never going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I swear, one day you'll let someone pull on your heartstrings so hard they'll rip your whole heart out.
Is it gonna be you?
I need you to talk to Toby.
About what?
Get him to back down. Try to reason with him. Tell him he's going to end up hurting a lot of innocent people.
I can give it a try.
Don't try. Do it. People are depending on us.
What a way to talk to your husband.
Okay.
And don't tell him any more stuff about us. About the Foundation. We can't trust him.
Are we back in Norway, or are we still in Pennsylvania? Well, I can't tell yet. I think we're still in Pennsylvania. Yep, that's Toby. How many times have we seen Toby in a bar? Hang on, I'm gonna check my notes. How many times have we seen Toby in a bar? Let's see, the first time we meet Toby... We didn't meet him in the first section, but we're told about him in the first section. The first time we meet him, he's in a bar. The first time we meet him, he's in a bar trying to call Joy. The second time we meet him, he's walking around drunk in the woods. The third time we meet him... Where is the third time we meet him? Have we only met Toby a handful of times? The third time we meet him, he's at a bar. The fourth time we meet him, he's at the laundromat waiting to talk to Eric, sorry. And then he walks alone at night, which he does a lot. Then he Molotovs the ritual. Okay, so it just feels like we've seen him in a bar a lot, but realistically, not really. Knowing the character, it's his usual environment, yeah.
Finally writing that novel?
Something like that.
Wait, is that Toby?
What the hell is this?
My
It is
testimony.
Toby.
Some reporter's gonna hear my story and finally blow the lid right the fuck off about the Foundation.
Nobody wants your crazy napkin story, Sorelli.
FBI was interested.
Next one's on me. We need to talk.
About what? How your wife's cult killed my sister? Or that crazy shit they conjured?
I know you're in pain, man. But going after the Foundation isn't gonna bring your sister back. If you keep this up, more people are gonna get hurt. Innocent people.
You think I care if anyone in the Foundation gets hurt?
You want my little girl caught up in all this, Toby?
You know, for a minute there, You had me going, Hernandez. But words are coming out of your mouth, and all I hear is Rachel.
They're the words of someone who wants to protect his friend.
If we were friends, you would have left the Foundation as soon as you found out they killed my sister!
Come on, man. You know it's more complicated than that.
Is it? Or is that what your bitch of a wife tells you while she's got your balls in a vice?
All this coming from the friend who played off my sympathy and begged me to betray my wife?
Wake the fuck up, man! The Foundation's crazy shit is out now. I'm gonna make sure of it. And when things finally go down, I don't want you caught up in it.
Yeah, thanks for the concern.
I mean it, Eric. You gotta wake up, man. They're gonna get you and your kid killed. If you can't see that, I'll make you understand.
You want me to do what?
I want you to recruit Toby.
Into the
Oh,
Foundation?
jeez.
That's
Hang
right.
on a second. Hang on. I'm still catching up. You want her to do what? Hang on. And leave the found. Okay. Hang on. His sister died at your hands. If you couldn't recruit him while the sister was alive, in the early stages when him, Rachel, and Eric were all still really good friends, what in the Purifier's name makes you think that you can recruit him now after he very firmly believes that the Foundation is the reason his sister is dead, and he's like dead set on burning you guys to the ground, and like metaphorically and literally, you saw the Molotov. Like, how is this a good idea? We've met him in a bar more than half the time. Yeah, that checks out. Maybe because he thinks it'll get him more info and a way to destroy them. Like, why he would agree to join the Foundation. I can see that angle. What I'm struggling to see is the angle where they think that it's a good idea to recruit him in the first place. Because, yeah, he would just try and take them out from the inside. Why are they trying to brainwash him now? I believe this guy's name is Xavier. I've got him down as the leader, so I'm just going to put leader in brackets. I mean, I guess it's a way to keep tabs on him, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. Wants him to recruit Toby, and then in a different color, in like my little author's notes, I'm just going to put like 3 question marks, because what? He's so passionate about it, even bystanders get hurt. He lit the chat on fire. It's very true. It's very true. Toby is the reason our chat was on fire. I don't think he can be trusted.
You want him here, after everything he did?
What I want is for you to have faith in me.
What could I even say to convince him?
He's seen the Withering too. Convince him the Foundation can offer him protection.
Okay.
He thinks we're the cause.
Then use his paranoia to your advantage. Feed it. Show him we can wield more than just words.
I'm gonna put that in quotations. Use his paranoia to
Wouldn't
his
that
advantage.
just drive him away?
He thinks you've wronged him. Maybe if you showed remorse for Joy's death, he'd be more amenable.
I don't know, Xavier. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, this feels very
I'm
strange.
not asking. I'm telling you.
Okay, sure.
Good. Don't mention this to Barbara. For now, at least.
I think we're back in Norway. Yeah, this is Norway. Alright. We've got like a little under 5 minutes left, but I need to make a new section for Norway. Give me 1 second. Good grief. Norway. There we go. I'm gonna really quickly just write Dad chopping wood in forest. Okay. What's going on? Okay, Eva's trying
Eva,
to teach
stop
herself
this.
to shoot.
If you won't do it, I'll teach myself.
Eva, stop.
You don't know what it's like to be scared all of the time.
I do know. More than you think. I'll teach you. Now, take a deep breath. Good. Now exhale. Slow. Now go on and squeeze the trigger.
Okay, so he's caved and he's teaching
Good.
Eva.
Good.
Well, bounce. Good night,
The
Rogue.
key is to aim for vital organs, like the head or the heart. One shot, one kill. But that will take some practice.
Okay, so
Can I
he's
go
teaching
again?
her to aim to kill.
It's getting late. You should head home. Oh, and don't tell your mother.
Thank you.
Fan i helvete.
Okay, so he's running home.
Fan ta deg!
Please, don't shoot.
Mette?
I'm sorry about the window. I thought you still had a spare key by there. Could you...
Oh.
May I come in?
Oh, yes. Of
What was
course.
her name, Mathe?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit out of sorts.
Tell me everything.
Okay. Alright. That's the end of episode 2. Good gravy. Alright. What have we learned, chat? Not a whole lot, actually. That was 40 minutes of nothing. What are the most important notes from this episode? Let's see. We learned Astrid was still keeping her dad away from Orson. We learned that Toby is still being haunted by Joy's spirit, which all happened in the first episode, so it's not really new information, so still haven't learned anything new. Let's see, what did we learn that was new? We learned that Astrid has a sister who like left when she was super young and has been estranged from her family, which is the character that we just met. We learned about... We didn't learn about the mill incident, but we learned that the mill incident is something that happened. We don't know anything about it yet. We learned that Ingrid definitely did die due to complications of her illness. I think that's all the new stuff we learned. I think that's it. 3 new pointers to the story. I'm sure that the series is much better when those 2-minute, 3-minute clumps are put all together instead of constantly changing, but it's exhausting trying to keep up with the story right now. Like, we've watched under 2 hours worth of content and it's taken us 4 hours to get through it. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I thought that Silent Hill Ascension was gonna be a one-shot. No, we still have 19 episodes to go through. We're gonna be doing this for a while. It looks like next episode, or next week, we might be able to get through 3 episodes, because 38 minutes, 30 minutes, 28 minutes. We might be able to get through 3 of them. It looks like they get shorter as time goes on. It looks like the average is around 30 minutes. So, episode 1 and episode 2 were the outliers, it looks like. Oh, except for the final episode being like an hour and like 45 minutes long. Every other one looks like, except for episode 3, but every other one after episode 3 looks like it's roughly around the 30-minute mark. So we should be able to get through more quicker as we continue to do this. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I've decided to commit to this. Because I thought this was going to be a one and done, and I don't know if I can commit to 21 episodes of Silent Hill Ascension. I don't know if I can do it. It's so difficult to keep track of. But, oh well, this is the bed I've made for myself. I guess we have to do it. We have like 15 minutes until the end of the stream, but I'm gonna be so fucking for real. We're not gonna spend 15 minutes starting chapter 3. So do you guys want to play more of that dino game? Let me pull that up. We'll have the dino game. We'll have a little bit of an unwind. We can kind of process, what we just watched. What was it? It was Chrome dot / and then dino, right? Yeah. Alright. I learned about how to commit arson, I learned how to shoot, and I learned how to be an alcoholic. Very important stuff, I agree. Oh my goodness. I think what I might do, if I have the time for it, I don't know if I will have the time for it because I got a lot going on, but if I have the time for it, before we do the next Silent Hill Ascension stream, what I might do is go through some of the episodes that we're gonna watch, screen record them, and edit them so that all of the Pennsylvania stuff is together and all of the Norway stuff is together, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be a little bit easier of a story to follow in that regard. Because I can't. All the back and forth. It makes for some really weird cuts. There were sections where, like, we went to Norway, we got, like, 30 seconds worth of information, and then we were back to Pennsylvania, and vice versa. And then there would be segments where we would be either in Pennsylvania or in Norway for, like, an unbroken, like, 6 minutes, and then we would go to the other location for, like, again, 30 seconds, and then we go back to the first location for 30 seconds, and then blah, 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 and it gets really messy and convoluted, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. And I've said this multiple times in the stream, I understand what they were going for, and, like, how they wanted to tell that story, but I just don't think it works. Once the story is all done and put together like this, I don't think it works. Maybe the story wasn't meant to be watched like this. Maybe they always intended for it to be watched in, like, little increments instead of, like, all in one go. But if that was the case, then why did they edit all these episodes to be the length that they are? Like, they could have just left it as, like, really small 2-minute, 3-minute uploads that you watch through. Oh, I made it to the pterodactyls! I said I wanted to do that this stream, and I did it. I'm so happy. But you know what I mean? Like, they very easily could have left it as 2-minute, 3-minute increments on their, like, website, and they chose to edit them into, like, one long episode. And I don't understand why they did that, but it makes it really janky, the way that they've chosen to do the things that they're doing. Oh shit, when it transitions like that, it hurts my eyes. Okay. I don't think I needed to duck for that one. I don't have anything else to say about Silent Hill Ascension. I'm just playing my little game. Ooh. It's going really fast, chat. I actually can barely see what's happening. Don't hit me! You almost made me jump into the pterodactyl. Don't hit me! Oh, I didn't think I could jump over that. Oh, god damn it. Okay, but that was fun. It's such a simple game, but I enjoy it so much. Okay, I hope you guys have had your unwind. I hope you guys are decompressing after all of that. My goodness. I don't know if we'll come back to this. I'll definitely come back to it in my own time. I've already committed to this project. I just don't know if I want you guys to suffer that with me. So we'll decide that next Tuesday. We'll see what that has in store for me. Otherwise, I might just make notes and all this something that I do, like, I don't know, before bed or whatever. Although I don't want Silent Hill Ascension to be the last thing I watch before bed. That sounds really depressing. But we'll see what happens next week. For now, I'm tired. I need to continue to decompress after what I just saw. I need to do some wrist exercises to make sure I can still do my work tomorrow morning. And I just want to go sweepy. So I'm going to go sweepy. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at any point, bless you. Thank you for joining me, but also I'm really sorry that I put you guys through this. I'll see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy X. Good night, everybody.